All right, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the controller scopes. Once again, it's Captain Nabs here with you, and we are logging in here now in the Toronto Center. Going to get ourselves some ATC happening here. It's a kind of a quiet evening in Toronto right now, but I feel like it's going to get busy in a little bit. So let's go ahead and hop online here, and we're going to get ourselves all up and running here. So I'm going to need, for this, I'm going to need an ATIS as well, and I didn't start that up yet. So let me get my ATIS started. Toronto FIR. So I just looked online in the real world, and it looks like they're landing East configuration. So we're going to go with that for Toronto, and yeah, we're going to find some people to talk to here in a little bit. Right now, it's kind of quiet, but I expect it's just...
Toronto Center United 231 with you Papa 400.
And was that United 231?
Roger, Brad, cruising level 400.
United 231 Toronto, good day, squawk code 0515. All right, and if anybody's watching, let me know how that audio balance is. I'm just kind of trying to look at what I'm doing here. You know, kind of three things going on all at once. All right, this is the guy right here. United 231 Heavy, thank you. Identified flight level 400. Come on, give me his test. I was looking at the other screen before to see the audio volume level, but nope, now he's not going to answer me. Fine. I'll get some other guys here anyways. See this guy on final. He wasn't there 2 minutes ago. So there was a guy who just vacated the runway. I'm wondering if he is doing an instant replay. Because if you do an instant replay in MSFS or any of the sims pretty much, the instant replay runs the sim again. And so if you're connected to VATSIM, you pop back to where you were and you pop back forward again. So I've done that. I found that out the hard way myself. So yeah. All right. Let's get you should call me. And you should call me. And you should call me. All right. I can't remember if I did. I think I pinged all of them before. And what the hell? I'll just get this guy to call me now too, because I don't think Winnipeg's online. So I'll get to all these guys to call me here.
Toronto Center, good evening. WestJet 950 with you, level 370.
WestJet 950, Toronto Center, hello. Squawk 0522.
0522 in the box for WestJet 950.
All right, that looks like the balance is pretty even between my volume and the aircraft volume. So anybody watching, please let me know if you disagree. But just to look at it offhand, it looks pretty close. I think it's this guy right here. There he is. Oh, WestJet 950 Toronto, thank you very much. Identified, flight level 370, welcome.
No problem, WestJet 950.
All right. And I might as well... All right, so Speedbird 21 Victor just texted me and said he's got mic issues, and that's fine. I don't mind that. He's not even inbound to any of my airports, so that's okay. But the important thing is that he called me and told me. I hate when people have issues and they just ignore you. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. You know, sometimes you think the mic's working and then you try it and it's like, oh shit, it doesn't work anymore. I get it, and I'm fine with that. But just tell me. Just tell me that you're trying to get a hold of me, and I will lay right off you. But if you don't tell me that, then I'm just going to keep on pinging you every couple of minutes until you start answering. All right, so we got the ATIS up in one airport. So I'm going to pull up NOTAMs here on my other screen up there, and we're going to try and get a few more airports. ATIS is up and running, and I'm just going to actually have a quick look at VATSIM and see if there's any other airports that aircraft are inbound to right now, and the answer is kind of no. So I'm just going to do at least a few to start here. I'm not going to worry with this guy because he's about to leave my airspace, but I just saw that there's somebody on the ground at City. So all right, this guy is doing the replay a third time, so you got to start talking to me now. I'm very, I'd like to think I'm generally very easygoing at the beginning, but especially at Pearson, like there's a lot of traffic at times in and out of Pearson. Right now it's quiet. Right now it absolutely is quiet.
Toronto, hello, Turkish 7 kilo Golf Heavy 380.
And confirm that was Turkish 7 Kilo Golf.
Affirm.
Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, thank you. Squawk code 0572.
0572 Turkish 7 kilo Golf.
And then I got to look up a few more things here. All right, make that easier to read on that screen here. Okay, so for Toronto, this guy looks like he is maybe taxiing. I can't tell if he's taxiing. It doesn't look like he's taxied. All right, Turkish 7 Kilo Golf Heavy. Thank you. Identified. Flight level 380. Welcome. Looking at the NOTAMs for Toronto here. First of all, Delta 6, procedures not authorized. Yeah. Full airport collaborative decision making. 06 right, 06 left. Nothing unusual there. All right. Just wet conditions in Toronto today with a 17 knot crosswind. That's just kind of pushing that limit. Now it's 3:30 at 12, so it's okay. It's not bad. All right, this WestJet 163 Bravo. He's right back where he was. So he did instant replay, and I'm fine with that. Like, I get it. You know, nobody was on. That's cool. But yeah, you got to, at the same time, you got to be ready when people come online. You know, I'm not. I don't think I'm a jerk about it when people first show up. I think I'm generally pretty liberal. Like, I'm just like, yeah, you know, do your thing. I don't mind. All right, CYTZ. We're gonna do runway 26. RNAV Zulu approach not authorized until approximately, yeah, Arnold's not authorized until approximately 21 December. Yep, that's correct. There it goes. All right, now it's connecting. All right, he disconnected. Not surprising. Okay, that guy's inbound to Cincy. So the other thing I need, so let me just get Ottawa up and running here. ILS 32, higher minimums, RNAV 14, higher minimums. The winds in Ottawa are, can't spell Ottawa. 310 at 12. So yeah, favoring 32. Rain, yeah, all right. Higher minimums on 32, but yeah, we'll do a 25-32 operation, I think. Yeah, we could do 25-32. All right, so let's do that for Ottawa, 25-32. All right, now it's connecting. It's taking a little while, but it looks like it's connected. Good. All right, perfect. Now there's only one person left here who's in my airspace that is not talking to me, and that's this guy, Lufthansa. To Lufthansa, going to LAX, which is fine. I get it. I say that's fine a lot. I want it to be fine. I want us to all have a good time here on the VATSIM network, but we all need to talk to each other in order for that to happen. I want to say at or below 260. So this guy over here, the Turkish, is inbound to Detroit Metro. And I believe, let's see here. So Turkish, let's see here. Turkish, this guy here. And that's not quite totally correct, but anywho, let's see here. Yes, verifying that I'm a real person. Thank you, Cloudflare. Just got to log in. Yes. Pretty sure it's Goose at or below flight level 260, but I'm going to pull it up to be sure here. All right, so first things first. so.
Toronto Center, good evening, Spirit. 21 Victor Heavy, flight level 400.
And was that Speedbird 21 Victor?
Affirm.
Speedbird 21 Victor Toronto, good evening. Squawk code 0507.
0507, Spirit, 21 Victor.
All right, and I have to look up the charts here. Charts. Let's see, stars for the Top Gun 2. Yeah, there's a lot of waypoints missing on there. All right. Speedbird 21 Victor Heavy, thank you. Identified, flight level 400. Yeah, I'm not sure why the Top Gun 2 does not show correctly, because it should show right from Bobta. But anywho, let's see here. Controllers. Okay, I don't know why it won't let me sign in. All right, we're just going to shut it down and try again because it's not. I'm just trying to get the document. I'm pretty sure it's goose out of below 260. And I keep saying, wait for my session to be authenticated, and then it goes in and authenticates my session, but then I still don't have any access to any of the documentation. Ah, for crying out loud. Some days it's just like, when the internet works well, it works well. When it doesn't want to work well and just websites don't want to work, and I had this problem the other day, it really kind of ticked me off. So there was a website that I need to take the train that you have to use the website to buy tickets. They updated the website and you had to transfer your account over. However, I'd forgotten the password for my account. So I couldn't transfer it over because when you try to reset the password, the account doesn't exist because it doesn't exist on the new site, but you can't transfer it over from the old site to the new site without the password. And so I was stuck in this loop that I just could not seem to get out of, and it was very, very frustrating anyways. I ended up, let's see here. So I ended up calling them, and they were unable to do anything for me. Oh, it's a self-serve system now. There's nothing we can do. They took away all of our power to do anything. We can't reset your password. We can't do anything. And it's like, it's frustrating. Anyways, it's so frustrating. All right. I gotta see if there's a way to clear the cache on this, because otherwise I feel like I'm just not gonna be able to. I don't even know how to do it anymore. All right, I have cleared all of my cache from Firefox here. Let's see if I can log in now. Otherwise, I'm just going to make an educated guess as to what I think the restriction is, because I don't know it off by heart. We don't get a lot of arrivals into Detroit usually through Toronto airspace. We get a few here and there, but not usually all that many. Who's this guy? Come on, guy. You got to call me. I feel like it's not going to work if it says loading for this long. I feel like this website is effed. All right, well, too bad then. I will do it to the best of my ability, and that's all I can do. Because that's all I can do is just try my best. It's like just sitting here as loading. Oh, some days. I'm not even sure if I have any other browsers installed on here. I probably do have. I probably do have Edge still on here. Now it just goes, it just says loading. Oh, there it is. Now it figured it out. All right, let's try one more time. Sign in to VATSIM. Ugh.
Toronto Center, good afternoon, Air Canada 103 Heavy with information. Bravo looking for FIR to Las Vegas.
103 should be a Vancouver flight, but anywho. Air Canada 103, Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to Las Vegas via the GoPup 4 departure, hockey transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 05, squawk code 0527.
Clear Las Vegas Airport by the GoPup 4 departure, hockey transition, expect runway 5 and squawk 0527, Air Canada 103.
Air Canada 103, thanks. That readback is all correct. The information is, let's see here, Bravo, push, give me a call when you're ready for the push.
Roger, we'll give you a call for the push and we got Bravo on board, Air Canada 103.
Okay, well, I guess we give up on this one. I feel like there's something going on with this website because even Edge is doing the same thing. It's not really loading effectively here. No, there's something going on with the website. All right, let's try a different VATSIM related website and see if I can log on because it seems like, I don't know if the yeah, no, it seems like something's broken on the Toronto FIR website. All right, well, anywho, I guess I'll email somebody. All right, let's do this, yeah. Just going to send a quick email. All right, just
In
send
Toronto
that
Center, Air
off.
Canada 103 with information. Bravo at gate Charlie 29. Are we ready for push and start?
Air Canada 103, Toronto, push on to lane 4, tail to the west, call ready for taxi.
To the west, lane 4 will call for taxi, Air Canada 103.
Only one plane in 5 hours and it crashed the scope. All right, well, I'm going to have to give up on that, I guess, for now. So, yeah. Not much you can do with that, but we got a couple people logged in here. Things are happening. This guy's just trucking through my airspace without talking to anybody. Now it's been about 30 minutes. Now it's getting to the point where I would expect that you start talking to me anyways. So let's see here. He's got to go to Goose. He's got to be Goose out of below 260, which means he's got to lose 12,000. So yeah, I mean, he could start down here-ish and should still be able to make it. So pretty much as I he passes Bob, I'm going to give him the restriction. Somebody? Anybody? Nobody want to talk to me? All right, fine. Be that way. All right, just going to go back to my VAT spy. Any other towers inbound, outbound? What happened to my ATIS? I lost my city ATIS, and I lost my Ottawa ATIS. That's weird. Ottawa ATIS, city ATIS. Now they're up, but they weren't up for a little while there. Let's see, what else? Ottawa, winds are getting gusty here. I think what we'll do is we'll change Ottawa to strictly 32 at this point. So we'll do 32 only with information Bravo. All right. He's good to go. Who else have we got? And I feel like my internet here is really not stable. And I was streaming something earlier and I did notice like it does seem like it's dropping regularly here. So I'm going to check this here on my Twitch dashboard. But I was streaming something earlier and it kept on kind of pausing throughout the stream, which is not a good sign. Or maybe this is not the best day to stream. Some days it's fine. Some days it's just fine. And other days... And sometimes it even matters like where you are in a room. Like that, even that could be enough to even that could be enough to cause interruptions to the signal. All right, let's see. There we go. Yeah, I see the bit rate keeps pausing every little bit here. Keeps kind of dropping a little bit every here and there. So hopefully it's good enough for you guys. If it really is that bad, then we could just pull the plug on the stream. There's not much I can do to improve. Not much I can do to improve the stream quality, really, at the end of the day. All I've got is an internet connection. I can't do anything really about it. It's not my internet. I have no authority. I have no say. I am just at the mercy of the internet connection. Well, I got a few airplanes around, but nobody's doing anything yet. But the night is young, so I'm certainly hopeful that if I stay online here for a little bit, we will get some aircraft coming and going here. I might even throw down maybe London. Yeah, let's throw down London. London 33, I'm going to guess, with these strong northwest winds everywhere. Yeah, there we go. All right, one more ATIS, London. And now that I think about it, I probably need my wind readouts.
Toronto Center, Canada 103, at lane 4, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 103, Toronto, runway 05. The information is Bravo, altimeter 2987. Taxi Alpha Juliet Sierra, Echo Golf Hotel, cross runway 33 right and 33 left.
Right, 05, we'll taxi via Alpha Juliet Sierra Echo Golf Hotel, cross 33 right, 33 left, and we have Bravo on board, Air Canada 103.
Got way too much stuff open. Sometimes you just start using the browser and you just open one tab after another until you have 17 tabs open. All right, let's do this. You should be able to load now. Should be connected to the internet again here. So I can have my wind readout over here. No, for some reason it doesn't want to connect to the internet. All right. Man. Why does Apple make it so hard to get into anything? Uh, Okay. Maybe now it will connect to the internet. Aha! So we have success.
Toronto Air Canada 103. We're looking at our chart here, and I'm not finding where Alpha and Juliet touch. I just see Bravo and Juliet.
And Air Canada 103, the taxi instructions were just out Alpha Juliet straight ahead onto Sierra, and then Echo Golf Hotel, cross 33 right and 33 left.
Oh, okay, gotcha there. Alpha Juliet's here, Echo Golf, and then Hotel. I see it now, Air Canada 103.
Thanks for checking. All right.
Toronto Center, good afternoon. Sun Country 555. We are climbing through 6.4 for 10,000 direct NASIC.
Sun Country, what was the call? What was the flight number?
Sun Country 555.
Sun Country 555, Toronto, squawk code 0537.
Squawk 0537, Sun Country 555.
Turkish 7 Kilo Golf Heavy. You may see heavy traffic over at your 10 to 11 o'clock for about 9 miles. Is a converging southwestbound 777 at 400. United 231, contact Minneapolis Center now, 133.4, good day. Hello. Hello, United 231 Toronto. Did I mute myself? What's going on? United 231 Toronto. The Sun Country's got me here. Sun Country 555, thank you, you're identified. Continue climb, flight level 230.
Continue climb 230, Sun Country 555. Thanks.
United 231 Heavy Toronto. Turkish 7 Kilo Golf Heavy Toronto.
7 Kilo Golf, go ahead.
Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, traffic just your 11 o'clock for about 3 or 4 miles is a southwestbound 777 at 400.
Yep, we got him, 7 Kilo Golf.
Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, thanks. And while I've got you, when ready to send flight level 260, cross Goose, Golf Uniform Charlie Echo level at 260.
Descend to cross Goose, level 260, Turkish 7 Kilo Golf.
You got it. All right. Well, see if we can get this guy to answer me, because he's not answering me right now. This guy flew right through my airspace without talking to me. Fantastic. You guys are all model pilot.
Toronto Center, good evening. Air Canada 424 with you. Information Bravo, looking for IFR clearance to Montreal.
Air Canada 424 Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to Montreal via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route, departure runway 05, squawk code 0511.
Alright, cleared to Montreal via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition 05 for departure, squawking 0511. Air 424.
Air Canada 424, thanks. The readback is correct information. Let's see here. Information Bravo's current. Call me when you're ready for the push.
I will call for push Air Canada 424, thanks.
United at 231 Toronto. I don't know how many times I can call them. What can I do? Absolutely nothing. All right, so he's almost there. Nobody up north at all. No, nobody up north at all. Focus on the south. Focus on the south. Okay, Turkish is going to leave soon. And I'm going to be able to get Sun Country up to flight level 250. Sun Country 555, climb flight level 250. You're going to be level there a little bit for crossing traffic. I'll have higher in about 6 minutes.
Roger, we'll climb maintain 250, Sun Country 55.
Air Canada 103 Heavy Toronto. Contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 330, 9er gust 15, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
If takeoff runway 05 will contact Airborne Air Canada 103.
All right. And Turkish 7 Kilo Golf. I'm just going to amend your descent clearance for now. You can still plan to cross Goose at 260. For now, descend flight level 290 when ready.
Descend 290 when ready, and still planning Goose 260, Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, confirm?
That is correct. Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, thank you. Sun Country 555, climb flight level 280.
Climb maintain 280, Sun Country 55.
Toronto Center, Canada 103 Heavy, airborne passing 1,800.
Air Canada 103 Heavy Toronto, thank you very much. You're identified. Climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Canada 103.
Sun Country 555. The traffic you're looking for is going to be over at your 2 o'clock for about 18 miles right now. Southwestbound 787. He'll be descending at 290.
Roger, we'll keep an eye out for the traffic, Sun Country 555.
Turkish 7 Kilo Golf traffic for you over at your 10 to 11 o'clock for about 15 miles northwestbound 737. Climbing through 238 now. He's going to stop the climb at 280.
Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, we have him inside.
Thank you. Air Canada 103 Heavy, turn left direct Kedzie on course.
Left turn direct Kenzie on course, Air Canada 103 Heavy.
And center Air Canada 424 requesting push and set.
Air Canada 424 Toronto, push on to lane 6 tail east, call ready for taxi.
Lane 6 tail east, we'll call for taxi, Air Canada 424.
So I guess there's going to be an event going on in Detroit because he told me he wants 25 miles of trail over Goose for any arrivals. All right. Turkish hasn't even started down yet. It's getting me a little bit nervous here. This is Goose right here. I'm pretty sure he should. Okay, he's still probably within the next 10 miles. If he starts down, he'll be good. Well, if they're having a Friday night ops in Detroit, then that'll make things very interesting for the next several hours. We don't get a ton of the traffic, but we do get some. Definitely there'll be a few people that will log on in Toronto to go down there to Detroit. All right. Sun Country 555, thank you for the help. Climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Sun Country 555, thanks.
Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, traffic's no longer a factor. When ready, descend flight level 260 and cross Goose level.
When ready, 260 cross Goose level, Turkish 7 Kilo Golf.
Air Canada 103 Heavy, climb flight level 270.
Climb flight level 270, Air Canada 103 Heavy.
WestJet 950 Toronto, runway 06 right for arrival. Information Bravo. When ready, descend flight level 290.
Roger, we'll plan 6 right. We got Bravo on board and down to 290 WestJet 950, thanks.
WestJet 950. The departures are pretty quiet right now. Are you interested in the RNAV Yankee for 05?
That might help actually with the taxi, so yeah, we'll take that if that's available. WestJet 950.
All right, WestJet 950, plan on the RNAV Yankee runway 05.
Thanks very much. We'll plan the RNAV Yankee 05, WestJet 950.
All right, might as well give him 05 because I don't get to do that RNAV Yankee, clear people with that RNAV Yankee too often. So why not? Let's see how it works for him. Give him the chance as well here, anyways. All right, there goes Turkish down. Perfect. Love it. He's going down. So I guess is that the case then? So it's Friday night ops in Detroit because this could good evening, say goodbye to Buttonville. Interesting story. No, and Eric Kirky, welcome aboard. Hello. Really? Oh, that's sad. That's just sad. It'll never die. It'll always live in my flight simulator. November 30th is to close. You know what? And that is such a pity. We really should go and do like a little tribute, some circuits or something at Buttonville. Interesting. With many in the piloting community aging and some flying infrequently, reaction to the closure will be pilots and owners selling their aircraft. Some pilot owners speculate that the number could be as high as 20%. There are 7 airports within a 1-hour drive of Buttonville, including Pearson City, Oshawa, let's see here, that's Markham, Burlington, Brampton, and Greenbank. A brief survey of these airports finds some hangarage and tie-down available. A heated hangar space at City for Piper Cherokee costs $17.50 per month, plus automotive parking another $2.50 per month, plus landing fees and taxes. St. Piper Cherokee and cold storage at Buttonville was $6.50. No cold storage available at City.
Okay, 424 requesting taxi.
Air Canada 424 Toronto runway 05. Information is Bravo, and the altimeter's 2989er. Taxi Alpha Kilo Alpha Sierra Echo Golf Hotel. Cross runway 33 right and 33 left.
Alright, Alpha Kilo Alpha Sierra Echo Golf Hotel crossing both 33s, Air Canada 424.
Oh, shoot. Who do I hang out? Which Cleveland do I hand off to now? 28, I guess. Cleveland 28. Although he doesn't seem to have a frequency. Air Canada 103 heavy, climb flight level 400.
Climb flight level 400, Air Canada 103 heavy.
WestJet 950, continue descent 10,000, the Toronto altimeter 2989er.
10,000 now, WestJet 950.
There's like 4 Cleveland guys that are on here with no frequencies. No frequencies primed up here. Which is not going to help me at all. Wow, yeah, 23 departures out of Detroit already. Wow. I guess we know who's having an event. Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, contact Cleveland Center now, 135.72. Good day.
13572, confirm.
Affirmative, 13572.
3572, 7 Kilo Golf, thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to get a piece of paper and a pen, if I can find one. Yes, I see one over there to write down. Let me because we are going to have some business today. I'll try handing it off to this guy, and if he refuses me, then I know. All right. Speedbird 21 Victor Heavy, contact Cleveland Center now, 135.72.
135.72 for Speedbird 21 Victor. Good day.
All right, I'll try to stop asking him annoying questions now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Nothing happening up north. See, I had no idea. I had no idea. But yeah, Friday night ups. Let's see if I can. It looks like it's Cleveland and Minnie. Oh, how great. Adjacent. Nope, it's gone. All right, well, there's one way to find it. Go to VAT USA's calendar because that'll have everything. Today is the 17th of November, over the river and through the woods, FNO. DTW, MSP, MEM. Cool. I mean, most people will probably be flying between the three, but hey. All right, so MSP05 is 125.3. 25.3. When you have a big event, chatting with these guys. Should be sent them both over. Unless I clicked on the wrong guy. 28. Nope. Now he's, yeah. Speedbird 21 Victor Toronto, are you still here? Turkish 7 Kilo Golf Toronto, are you still here? It used to be you could look up what frequency they were on. Now it doesn't tell you what frequency they're on anymore. Now it just tells you what version of software they're running. But it doesn't tell you what frequency they're on anymore. Used to do that. That used to be very useful. Well, we got a few people booting up in Toronto. I guess I should focus on this then, at least for now. Ursula Zohan. The other thing I should do as well is just pull this up. But yeah, we were talking about that as well. And yeah, absolutely. Buttonville closing down. It's going to be a crying shame. It really is. Will VATSIM let us land there after it's turned into warehouses? Yes, I would say yes. I mean, we try to kind of be real world, but at the same time, like, I think we've always been a little bit, you know, willing to flex. Like if we can allow people to fly the Concorde on the network and, you know, fly like DC-6s around and, you know, Mad Dogs, which are basically almost extinct, certainly in North America, I think we can also let people land at Buttonville still. So as long as you have the scenery for it, I think we'll let you do it. And I think we're going to keep it in the sector. I honestly don't know, but that's a very good question. One that I would love to have an answer to. So let me write myself another note here. Air Canada 424 Toronto, contact once you're airborne. The wind's 340 at 9er, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Alright, clear for takeoff 05, we'll give you a call airborne, Air Canada 424.
I'll have to ask, I know the tech guy, and I'll have to ask him if he's not already watching, because sometimes he does watch my streams. Ask him if, okay, let's see here, Minneapolis 5, so not the normal one, but Minneapolis 5. What was I saying? Yeah, I'll have to ask. I imagine the answer will be yes. I like that airport. Like I learned to fly at that airport, so that airport's always going to have a special place for me, and I should go to it before it shuts down forever. I should take my kids for a little field trip or something. Yeah. What was I about to look up on the charts? I've totally. Oh no, I lost my WestJet. Oh, bye WestJet. Oh, jeez. Let's see here. I was looking up something and now I've totally forgotten what I was looking up. I don't know. I forgot what I was looking up, but anyways. Totally forgot. I had something to look up.
Air Canada 424 airborne passing through 1,800.
Air Canada 424 Toronto, thank you. Identified. Climb flight level 230.
Alright, climbing flight level 230, Canada 424.
All right. Sun Country 555, contact Minneapolis Center 125.3. Good day.
Over to 25-3, Sun Country 555. We'll see you.
Take care. Air Canada 103 Heavy, contact Cleveland Center 135.72. Good day.
135.72, good day, Canada 103 Heavy.
Air Canada 424, right turn, direct dead key on course.
Alright, right turn direct dead key on course, Air Canada 424.
Okay, we got this guy here who should be talking to somebody by now. Why this guy's not talking to somebody? Ah, there we go. clevelandcenter.org/splits. Haha. At least Cleveland is organized here, because Toronto is not.
Toronto Center, Challenger November 19 Delta Lima is on flight level 354, descending to 4,000.
And confirm that was November 19 Delta Lima calling?
Hey, firm.
November 19 Delta Lima, squawk it. November 19 Delta Lima, thank you. You're identified descending through 352. Descend now, flight level 240.
240.
All right. He's sending 240. Those guys are handed off. This person over here I need to talk to. So I'll just ping them now. Better sooner than later. Colts and the Oakland 1.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 483 at climbing through 36 for 38, about 30 miles east of Torney.
Air Canada, sorry, what was the flight number?
483.
Air Canada 483, Toronto, hello. Squawk code 0514.
And squawking 0514 for Air Canada 483.
And was that WestJet 950 calling me back?
I'm back. Sorry about that. That was a brutal connection issue, but ready when able for the descent, WestJet 950.
WestJet 950, no problem. Descend 8,000.
8,000 for now, WestJet 950.
All right, that's what I need. I need to see what the fix was because we never do these RNAV Yankees really, so I need to know what the start fix is for that and what the altitude restriction is. So let's find it on my Navigraph, and it's 6,000 at modal. All right, meanwhile, we got this guy here. It's Air Canada. Air Canada 483 Toronto, thank you very much. Identified 376, continue climb, flight level 380.
Up to 380, Air Canada 483.
Air Canada 424, continue climb, flight level, correction, 310, and proceed direct MIGLOW.
Right up to 310, direct MIGLOW, Air Canada 424.
73012 Tango, we are at flight level 410, 100 miles to anchor.
And who was that calling at flight level 410?
73012 Tango.
And Dynasty 012 Tango, what's your location?
Dynasty 012 Tango, copy, go ahead.
I can't hear a word he's saying. And Dynasty 012 Tango, okay, I think I see you there. Squawk code 0513.
Squawk 0513, Dynasty 012 Tango.
WestJet 950, descend 6,000. You're cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 05 modal transition.
Roger, down to 6,000, cleared RNAV Yankee 05 modal transition. Thanks, WestJet 950.
Okay, so let's see here. So for the terminal, it's a good thing I got like a whole pad of notepads here. So PTK, AOB 10,048, which is 119.87. Thanks. All right, hold on. Let's do this. Let's.
Good evening, Toronto Center. Eagle X here on the ground at Hamilton, holding short tree 0, ready to go.
And on the ground, Hamilton, stand by. Okay. Huzzah! My letter of agreement that I need. November 19 Delta Lima. Continue descent 10,000.
Continue down to 10,000, Jennifer 19 Delta Lima.
And 19 Delta Lima, the Windsor altimeter 2996. And sorry, at the ground at Hamilton, that was 208 Golf X-ray?
208 Golf X-ray, correct.
November 208 Golf X-ray, Toronto, Roger. And let's see here. I assume you want a right turnout?
That'd be correct.
All right, number 208 Golf X-ray, right turnout is approved. You can report clearing the zone 5 miles to the northeast. Hamilton winds here are 320 at 7. Clear for takeoff, runway 30 from the intersection.
Report 5 miles north. Winds copied. Clear for takeoff. Tree 0. November 8 Golf X-ray.
Dynasty 012 Tango Heavy, identified, flight level 410.
And then flight level 410, Dynasty 012 Tango.
Air Canada 483 Toronto. Information in Toronto is Bravo. Plan runway 06 right.
Already have. You already have 06 right planned. Air Canada 483.
All right, he's going to go direct. Make low, shortcut a little bit. Oh, my back's getting sore just from sitting here. Okay, so I got the LOA, so it's on the Cleveland website and it's publicly accessible. Thank goodness, because I'm otherwise going to do poorly without it. Okay, sorry guys, you're chatting here, and I'm not even. I have Roman Design CY because that is nice. I also have his Oshawa, and yeah, I have his Ottawa, and his Ottawa is also really nice. Like he's a very good designer. A lot of attention. I'm surprised I don't have Buttonville. I really should go out and buy it and celebrate the fact. We should have an event to celebrate the fact that Buttonville's closing. Not to celebrate it, but to mourn its passing. Do you only do YYZ or also Billy Bishop? I do everything. Everything in the Toronto FIR. So any airport in here, I'm going to be busy controlling. So if you log in anywhere, if you log in at City, you log in at Hamilton, any controlled airport, I'll control. My grandfather flew out of there. I went there with air cadets and have worked there for the past few years. So history, so much history. So many aviators in Canada have come through Buttonville. It's astonishing. When you start to think of the scope, like the number of instructors that have worked there over the last 50, 60 years it's been open, the number of flight instructors, other pilots, guys that have worked on the ramp, people that have worked in the office, the tower, just the number of people that have worked in that airport. It starts to blow your mind when you start to think about it, because it was like in the top 10 busiest in Canada for years because of all the flight schools that were there. It just blows the mind when you start to think about the number of people that work there. Absolutely. So much history there. You can't even begin. I think my next live stream is going to have to be an homage to Buttonville a little bit. It's just going to be so sad to shut down that airport. It's been such a key part of so many pilots' lives. So many pilots have passed through there, learned to fly there. Toronto Airways, Seneca College, Canadian Helicopters. It's so many schools and businesses. It's going to be a real crying shame to see that place paved over and developed into just warehouses. Nothing even very exciting. Just they were going to build houses there, and then they realized the ground is so toxic that just like all they're doing is just going to build warehouses. And it's so sad. What a sad use for what is a great, well-located airport. There's not too many airports located in Canada that are near urban areas, and I get it. People don't want airplane noise, but I mean, in Buttonville's defense, it was in the middle of nowhere when it was built. All these people that are around there moved there after the fact. Yeah. Anyways, it frustrates me and it saddens me. I'm going to be so sad when that airport's closed. I really should pick up that Roman Design Buttonville and try and do a stream, do some kind of a stream, a tribute to Buttonville. Let's see here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for All right. All right. I don't even see it in there. All right, who am I looking for here? This guy. WestJet 950, the wind's 3508, clear to land 05. I honestly can't remember if I said it or not.
Clear land 05, WestJet 950.
Good evening, Toronto Center. This is Canadian Express 219 with Information Bravo. We're requesting clearance for St. Paul. With Information Bravo.
Canadian Express 219, Toronto, bonsoir. You're cleared to the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport via the Ursel 4 departure, Zohan transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 05, squawk code 0575.
Clear to St. Paul via Ursel 4 departure, Zohan transition, flight plan route. We'll be using 05 for departure, then we'll be squawking 0575.
Canadian Express 219, thank you. The readback is correct. Information Charlie is current. Give me a call, ready for the push.
We'll call you for the push, thank you.
Air Canada 483 Toronto, when ready, descend, flight level 240.
When ready to send flight level 240, Air Canada 483.
Toronto Center, Sunwing 514, 16,000.
Sunwing 514 Toronto, good evening. Descend 11,000. The Toronto information is Charlie. Plan runway 06 right.
Descend 11,000, plan 06 right. Sunwing 514.
Sunwing 514, thanks. The Toronto altimeter 2990.
Sorry, say again, what's that for Sunwing?
Yeah, Sunwing 514, just the Toronto altimeter 2990.
2990, Sunwing 514.
There we go. Okay, so I cleared him to land. WestJet 950 is rolling down the runway. WestJet 950, welcome to Toronto. Right turn Hotel 3 onto Hotel, and where are you parking?
Roger, thanks very much. Right turn on to Hotel 3 for Hotel, and we'll take the B gates at Terminal 3, B Concourse 950.
WestJet 950, Roger. On Hotel, continue cross 33 right, Bravo, and Alpha Tango for the B gates.
Roger, stand by just 1 second. I'll need to hear that one again. Sorry, WestJet 950.
No problem. At WestJet 950, you can make the left turn there on Hotel, Taxi Hotel, Bravo, and Alpha Tango, cross runway 33 right. Hopefully I got him far enough into the after landing checklist there. I had problems with the ads. I kept pausing on the ads. WestJet 950, did you copy Hotel Bravo Alpha Tango, cross runway 33 right?
A firm apologies. It's Hotel Bravo, Apple Tango, cross runway 33 right up, WestJet 950.
You got it. Have a good night.
Thanks for your help. You too, WestJet 950.
All right, he's going down to MCO. He's going up to Minneapolis.
Delta Center, past Canadian Express 219. We're ready for push and start.
Canadian Express 219, thank you. Push on to lane 3 with tail to the west and call ready for taxi.
Lane 3, we'll call you for taxi.
All right, so he wants it over to 48. Sunwing 514, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, Sunwing 514.
Air Canada 424 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 290.
Alright, descend flight level 290, when ready, Air Canada 424.
So I don't have any of the waypoints here on this arrival for PTK, so I'm sort of just struggling here. Okay, PTK, let's do show me the stars. Is there no star? Yeah, there is a star. He's on a, no, that's not it. November 19er at Delta Lima, contact Cleveland Center, 119er, decimal 87. Good day.
Cleveland 19.87, channel from 19er Delta Lima. Have a good night.
Good night. Lufthansa 420, no voice, no problem. 420. Delta 420, Lufthansa 420, there we go. Just Air Canada 424 Toronto, leave my airspace to the east. The Montreal Centre is not online. Switch to the en route frequency. Surveillance service terminates, and have a good night.
Alright, switching Unicom now, Air Canada 424, thanks, good night.
All right, Lufthansa 420 is identified. Flight level 380. Clear out his text messages here. All right, there's a traffic manager over there at least to keep things rolling, which is good. All right, so Canadian Express is in the push. I don't know what happened to that VFR I had at Hamilton. He just vanished. So which, is he doing the Oakland 1 hour and a half arrival? Which one is he doing? Yeah, it starts at Colts. There's no crossing restriction there, but access. Okay, so now I know. 10,000 access. So I got him wrong, but I will get the next one correct. A lot of things to kind of keep track of sometimes, and I'm not familiar. We don't have Cleveland on a whole lot. We don't have a lot of traffic in and out of Cleveland, so it's very unusual. And it's really throwing me off my game. There's lots of restrictions, and they want the restrictions adhered to, and I don't have the slightest familiarity with them because we normally only see like 1 or 2 flights a day to Cleveland. So yeah, it's really kind of throwing me here. Air Canada 483, continue descent 12,000. The Toronto altimeter 29er 89er.
Continue descent at 12,000 and copy the altimeter, Air Canada 483.
And Sunwing 514. It looks like you're turning the wrong way for 06 right. Turn left now, heading 270. I'll bring you back around on the north side.
Left 270, sorry about that, Sunwing 514.
Not the first time.
Toronto Center, pass Canadian Express 219, ready for taxi 05.
Canadian Express 219, Toronto, runway 05, information Charlie, and the altimeter 29er 89er. Taxi Alpha Juliet, Sierra, Echo, Golf, Hotel, cross runway 33 right and 33 left.
Toronto Center, Canadian Express 219, can you repeat the routing for the taxi? It's Alpha?
Canadian Express 219, it's Alpha Juliet, Sierra, Echo, Golf, and Hotel. Cross 33 right and 33 left.
Roger, Alpha Juliet, Echo, Golf, Hotel, cross 33 right, 33 left. Pascal, Canadian Express 219, thank you.
Sunwing 514, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, Sunwing 514.
Toronto Centre, good evening, Delta 2742 with you, flight level 370.
Delta 2742, Heavy Toronto, good evening. Do I dare scroll down here and see what this looks like? It doesn't look too bad actually over here. This is Windsor right here, so this is Detroit Metro here. I think this is a guy on final, I think. This is a departure, so I think Detroit's right about there. Yeah, right there. He's on final. Not too bad right now, but lots of airplanes on the ground, though. When I looked a second ago there are 44 airplanes on the ground in Detroit, 28 on the ground in Minneapolis, 13 down in Memphis, and Chicago's even got 11. We're just sort of hammering on the fringe here. We're just hanging out, hoping to get just a little bit of, side-to-side traffic here, but I'm sure we will see a few people. I'm surprised we're not seeing more. I'm kind of competing with Friday Night Ops. Don't know if I provide a superior service or not, but I try. I do my best. Arthur Spring FS, hello. Been loving video streams, invited me to start controlling. I'll most likely do my first Tower OJT next Tuesday. Well, congratulations, and I'm glad I inspired you. Controlling is a lot of fun. It's a totally different aspect from trying to fly the sim. But I love it. I love anything to do with logistics. Like that's just my wheelhouse. Like if you looked at my Steam game history, you'd know that logistics was huge in my wheelhouse. I love building logistics systems and factory games and things like that. Just because I love trying to work stuff out. And this is aviation controlling. Anyways, it's real time logistics, and with real people like this, there's the variability of real people. You just can't beat. You just can't make things you can't simulate the human factor. No matter how hard you try, you just can't simulate the human factor. So it's good that it's kind of a quieter evening, but I love it when it's smoking busy, when I can't even keep up with what's going on, when it's just overloading me just enough. That's when I really that's what I really just, I'm in my element. Sunwing 514, descend 4,000.
Descend 4,000, Sunwing 514.
But yeah, I like anything logistics, but I like aviation in general. Both sides of it. I enjoy the flying aspect, and the flying aspect is fun, but I enjoy the controlling aspect, and it's a great hobby because it's portable. I can take it with me on the road, and you can do it anywhere. As long as you have a decent internet connection, you can do it anywhere. So that's what I do, even streaming. You can do it anywhere you have a decent internet connection nowadays with a decent laptop computer. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. So it's a great chance, but I'm glad you've enjoyed the streams. I'm glad I inspired you. Yeah, it's a fun hobby from both sides of the equation. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Sunwing 514, turn left heading 240.
Left 240, Sunwing 514.
All right, what's the wind doing now in Toronto? 330 at 9. Still a straight cross, but one way or the other. So yeah, we'll stick with the 0506 right for now. How's the weather doing? It's not terrible. Few at 1800. That's good. Cleared out. I know it was kind of rainy and miserable earlier today, but it looks like it's cleared out quite nicely now. Now I smell something burning. There's something burning in here. I smell something burning. All right. Sunwing 514, turn left heading 150, descend 3000.
Left 150, descend 3000, Sunwing 514.
It's really kind of weird. I think I smell smoke, but I'm really not sure. It's faint. Stuck my head out in the hallway and I didn't smell anything out there, but something in here. Too much dust on it, maybe? Who's this guy and where did he just appear from? You can't
Toronto Center, Canadian Express 219, we are ready for departure, runway 05.
Canadian Express 219 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 340 at 11, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff, 05, we'll call you airborne, Canadian Express 219.
Air Canada 483, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, Air Canada 483.
Sunwing 514, turn left, heading 090 to intercept, cleared the ILS, runway 06 right.
Left 090, cleared to intercept 06 right, Sunwing 514.
Toronto Center, it is Lufthansa 314 Heavy with you.
Lufthansa 314 Heavy, Toronto. Hello. Let's see. Squawk code 0524.
0524.
Lufthansa 314 Heavy, Toronto. Your identified flight level 380. Start descent now, flight level 260.
260 for Lufthansa 214.
Can't help it. I just think I smell something.
Toronto Center, Canadian Express 219, we're passing 1200 for 5, runway waiting.
Canadian Express 219 Toronto, thank you. Identified, climb 7,000.
We'll climb 7,000.
Lufthansa 314 Heavy. I'm going to need to give you a vector for your descent. You have to cross Goose at flight level 260, so turn right heading 360.
Right, 360, and we need to reach 260 at Gook.
At Goose intersection, that's correct, unless you think you can make it there directly.
Roger.
Sunwing 514, Toronto winds 340 at 9, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear to land 06 right, Sunwing 514.
Canadian Express 219, turn left, direct Kedzie on course.
Turning left, Kedzie on course, Canadian Express 219.
Lufthansa 314 Heavy. You can continue the right turn. Continue right turn around to heading 180.
Continue right turn 180 for Lufthansa 314 Heavy.
All right. I guess that's the Delta guy. What am I seeing here? Oh, I do see one guy on the ground at Hamilton as well. Okay. All right. Just trying to keep my head on wrapped around everything here. I had to just wait till this guy was below the Delta before I turned him around. I just want to see him come to the point where it's faster for him to turn right than left to get back to Goose. And then I'll give him direct Goose again, just to make sure he goes the right way. Canadian Express 219, continue climb, flight level 230.
Climb 230, Canadian Express 219.
Air Canada 483, descend 6,000.
Down to 6,000, Air Canada 483.
Which airport is OJT? Oh, I just saw that now. No, yeah, OJT is on the job training. Lufthansa 314 Heavy, thank you very much. This is going to work out nicely now. Continue the right turn back direct to Goose. Golf, Uniform, Charlie Echo.
Back to Goof for direct to Goof for Lufthansa 314 Heavy, thank you.
Yeah, he might have made it, but it was going to be darn close. It was going to be darn close, so just easier this way. Look at all these departures down here in this corner here. You should just be able to see that right where my head is not. But yeah, definitely getting busy down there in Detroit now. They're They had their work cut out for them today. Yeah, I still smell something burning in this room. It's really kind of bugging me now. Don't think it's my computer. That's my first thought. Maybe the computer's getting warmed up because streaming does warm the computer up quite substantially. But no, everything is pretty okay in the computer. So in which case, I think it's something else, and I don't think it's coming from the computer. That was my first concern. It's like, hey, could be in the computer, but I don't think it is. Air Canada 483, descend 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Air Canada 483.
Don't see any smoke. I don't smell any smoke. I don't have a fire alarm going off. Lufthansa 314 Heavy, contact Cleveland Center now, 135.72. Good night.
13572, thank you.
Canadian Express 219, disregard. He's going to turn right now anyways. That's fine. Sunwing 514, welcome to Toronto. Turn left on Delta 3 if you got it and say the gate.
Left Delta 3, can we take Terminal 3 for Sunwing 514?
Sunwing 514, affirmative. Cross runway 06 left. Taxi Delta Alpha Juliet for Terminal 3.
Delta Alpha Juliet, correction, Delta Alpha Juliet, cross 06 left, Sunwing 514.
You got it. Canadian Express 219er, continue climb, flight level 270.
We'll be climbing 270, Canadian Express 219.
You could tell when my daughter's got her hands on my wife's phone because then I just get goofy messages. I love it though. I love it. I'll take it any day. Air Canada 483, turn right heading 330, descend 3000.
Right heading 330, descend to 3000, Air Canada 483.
Kind of hope we get a little bit more traffic in here. I'm surprised it's not more alive on a Friday night, but I guess really Detroit's just dragging them in. They got 51 airplanes on the ground in Detroit tonight. 51. That number blows my mind. That's a lot of airplanes on the ground at one airport. And Detroit's got the capacity. Detroit's got the gates to handle it, but still, that's a lot of airplanes. I only have a handful of inbounds, a handful of outbounds. I got a few inbounds now. I got some inbounds coming. Air Canada 483, turn right heading 030 to intercept. Cleared the ILS, runway 06 right.
030 to intercept, clear the ILS for 05 or 06 right, Air Canada 483.
Canadian Express 219er, continue climb, flight level 360. Canadian Express 219er, continue climb, flight level 360. Delta 2742 Heavy, contact Cleveland Center now on 125.42. Good night.
Cleveland Center 125.42, Delta 2742, have a good night.
Looks like this guy has pushed off the gate without talking to anybody, so we're going to send him a contact me. Because I'm pretty sure he was on the gate, and now he looks like he's off the gate. And honestly, like, I've been here for like almost 2 hours now. You should know to contact me by now. There comes a point where my patience with people wears thin on the, oh, I didn't contact you yet front. I'm usually pretty easy going for the first like hour. But then after that, you know, and I've been here for a solid hour. When you logged in and I was here when you logged in, then I tend to kind of not go off on people.
Toronto, good evening. This is Delta 663 with you. We just pushed back.
Delta 663, Toronto, good evening. You ready to copy the IFR clearance to Orlando, I take it?
Ready to copy, yes, Delta 663.
Delta 663, you're cleared to the Orlando airport via the Beach Tree departure. ERA transition, flight plan route. Departure runway is 05, squawk code 054
Roger, Delta 663, clear to Orlando airport via Beach Tree departure. ERA transition, departure runway 05, squawk 0543. Delta 663.
Delta 663, thank you. The readback is correct. Information Charlie is current. Call me ready for taxi.
Roger, we have Charlie on board and we are ready for taxi. Delta 663.
Delta 663, runway 05. Information is Charlie. The altimeter is 29901. Taxi Alpha Kilo, Alpha, Sierra, Echo, Golf, Hotel, cross runway 33 right and 33 left.
Roger, 663 is clear. We are clear to 991 with Charlie and we're clear to Alpha, Kilo, Alpha, Sierra, Echo, Golf, Hotel, cross 3 left and 3 right and 3 left.
Delta 663, roger. Air Canada 483, the wind's 320 at 9er, clear to land 06 right.
Clear to land 06 right, Air Canada 483.
Canadian Express 219er, Toronto.
What you work at Canadian Express 219?
Canadian Express 219, climb, flight level 360.
360 work, Canadian Express 219, thank you.
I did try to give it to him like 3 times. So if he didn't answer, really can't do much about it, right? There's only so much I can do. Looks like there's a lot of flights taking off from Detroit going to Minnie. But it's one of those things too, it's like you really have to launch early. Like that's about a 2-hour flight. In order to get in there on the Friday night ops and have the service end to end, you got to get in there in the first 45 minutes, hour at the most. If you're not airborne after the first hour, you probably will miss the time interval because they close promptly. This is one thing I've always noticed about the Friday night ops. And guys put in a lot of good time, and I get it. But like everyone, and I mean everyone, takes off at the same time. So when they say like the event runs until 04 Zulu, midnight to 04 Zulu, like at 04 Zulu, boom, everyone's gone. If you're not on the ground at 04 Zulu, you're probably SOL. It just seems like it's worked out that way. Like very seldom does anyone stick around. All right, we got 2 arrivals here. I can see these 2 guys descending, so they're definitely arrivals for me. And I think I got 2 more guys coming in from Boston, coming in Toronto at least. So we got a few guys here. Looks like we got another guy here, an American on the ground, going to Chicago. Let's see here, 05 for departure, the go before Focky transition. Got an even altitude. Flint the windy too. That looks good for Chicago flight. I think he's going to make Delta 3. Air Canada 483, welcome to Toronto. Taxi Delta 3, cross runway 06 left and say the gate.
Cross 06 left, and we are going to Terminal 1, Gate 136.
Air Canada 483, roger. After crossing 06 left, turn left on Delta, Alpha, and Alpha Lima for 136.
Left on Delta, then Alpha and Alpha Lima for the gate, Air Canada 483.
Roger. I don't know if I can stay till
Toronto Center, very good evening, American 1524.
American 1524, Toronto, good evening.
American 1524, we're requesting IFR to Chicago.
American 1524 Toronto, cleared to the Chicago O'Hare Airport via the GoPup for departure, hockey transition, and flight plan route. Depart runway 05, squawk code 0541.
We're clear Chicago VD Cup for departure, hockey transition, runway 05 and squawk 0441, American 1524.
And American 1524, just make sure the squawk code 0541.
Confirm 0541, American 1524.
American 1524, thank you. The readback is correct. Information Charlie is current. Call me ready for the push.
Call you ready for push, American 1524. Thank you.
It's getting kind of quiet, but it's about to get a few people coming in, so that's good. Got a couple of arrivals. I mean, doing nothing compared to Detroit, but I'm also only one man, so that's okay. I don't need Detroit level traffic. I got 1, 2 inbounds from the southeast there. Behind there, there's 2 more inbounds, about another 20 minutes, half an hour later, and then I got some long range inbounds. One guy coming across New Brunswick right now. One guy coming up from Florida. Nope. Yeah, coming up from somewhere south. Coming up from Cancun. And he's just past being Florida now, so maybe around for his arrival, but I wouldn't bet on that either. And I got one guy leaving. Oh, geez, where's this guy coming from? One guy leaving, what is this, Anchorage to come to Toronto? Yeah, Anchorage to come to Toronto, Cathay. I ain't sticking around for that. That's for sure. I think he wants to see the turn, and then I'll probably hand it off. Okay, he's doing that. Good. That's probably the first guy there coming around the corner. Air Canada 359. And probably the second guy. Yep. Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat again. MSP is also packed, is it? Yeah. It didn't look like it was quite as packed in terms of numbers, but I'm sure it's packed. 26 departures, which is a lot still for MSP, absolutely. Memphis seems to be getting kind of the raw end of this deal. They've only got 6 departures. They had a bunch. They got about 20 or so outbounds, and they got a bunch of people inbound, but it seems like people really honed in on Detroit, Minneapolis. And I think that's not surprising, given especially that I'm also surprised Minneapolis is not packing them in more now that they have some MSFS scenery at long last. Now that Flightbeam MSFS, that's also on my list of stuff that I would like to have. There's still a lot of airports that I kind of would like to see in my library. Minneapolis is one of them. That's one that I really would like to add to my library. And yeah, Buttonville. I can't believe that I've never added Buttonville. It seems almost sacrilegious to me. Oh, nope, actually, wrong one. The automatic was not correct. Tried to flash in the auto and it didn't. It didn't pick up the right one automatically. Ah well. He's just going to.
Toronto Central, American 1524. We're ready for push and start. Bravo 19er.
American 1524. Push back onto lane 3, tail east. Call ready for taxi.
Lane 3, tail east. We'll call you ready for taxi. American 1524.
We're going to adjust Lufthansa now so it hands them off to the right frequency to begin with.
Toronto Center, good evening. Air Canada 359 with you, level 170, requesting lower possible.
Air Canada 359 Toronto, good evening. Descend 1000, Toronto altimeter 2989er. Information is Charlie, plan 06 right.
Plan 06 right, information Charlie, altimeter 2989. Confirm.
29er, actually, correction, it's 2991 in Toronto.
2991 Toronto, and expect runway 06 right. We'll set up for
that. I did not know that new Air Canada colors were released in 2017. Was it that long ago? It was a little bit before the pandemic. Was it 2017? It sounds maybe a year or two early. It was around, I thought it was 2019. It's possible it was that far long. They did do the uniform refresh in 2017. Yeah, February 9th, 2017. Oh my gosh, it was that long ago. Okay. Because I know they did the uniform refresh in 2017.
Toronto Center, WestJet 58 uniform is passing 180 for 170.
WestJet 58 Uniform Toronto Center, good evening. Descend 1000. Toronto altimeters 2991. Information Charlie, plan 06 right.
Plan 06 right, information Charlie, Greenwich, altimeter 2991, and descend to 1000. WestJet 58 uniform.
Roger.
And Toronto, this is Delta 663 approaching all the position hotel. We are ready for immediate departure.
Air Canada 359er, descend 8000.
Down at 3000, count to 3000, Air Canada 359.
Air Canada 359er, negative, descend 8000.
My apologies, down 8000, Air Canada 359.
You got it. Delta 663 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 320 at 5, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Roger, clear for takeoff, runway 05, Delta 663.
American 1524, we're ready for taxi.
American 1524 Toronto, runway 05, information Charlie, altimeter 29901, taxi Alpha Juliet, Sierra, Echo Golf Hotel, cross runway 33 right and 33 left.
Right, 05 via Alpha Juliet Sierra Echo Golf Hotel, cross 33 right and 33 left, American 1524.
Gotcha.
Toronto Center, Piper Seminole, Charlie Foxtrot, Papa X-ray Kilo, holding short of 30 in Hamilton.
Papa Kilo X-ray to correction, Papa X-ray Kilo Toronto. Let's see here. Contact me once you're airborne. Hamilton winds 320 at 9er, clear for takeoff. Runway 30 from intersection 24.
Clear for takeoff, 30, Papa X-ray Kilo.
Toronto Century, Dynasty 0112 Tango.
Dynasty 012 Tango.
Dynasty 012 Tango, copy your head.
And Dynasty 012 Tango, you can contact Boston Center now, 134.7.
Contact Boston Center 134.7. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. WestJet 58 Uniform Toronto, descend 8,000.
Yeah, please say again, you're coming in and out.
WestJet 58 Uniform, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, West 58 Uniform.
Toronto Center, good evening, Air Canada 585, 30 miles from LETAC, flight level 300, requesting flight level 360.
And sorry, Colin, approaching LETAC, what was the call sign again?
Air Canada 585.
Let's see here, Air Canada 585, there you are, squawk code 0532.
0532, Air Canada 585.
Canadian Express 219er, contact Minneapolis 125.3. G'day.
125.3, Canadian Express at 19, thank you. And have a nice evening, sir. Thank you for service.
Good night. Air Canada 359, thank you. Identified at 312, climb flight level 360.
Is that for Air Canada 585?
Air Canada 585, affirmative. Climb flight level 360, you're identified.
Roger, climb flight level 360, Air Canada 585.
Delta 663 Toronto, say passing altitude, confirm you're still on runway heading.
We're passing 3,600. We actually turn for the SID for Canada 130 heading.
Delta 663, you're identified passing through 4,000. The SID states to fly heading 047 when you depart runway 05. You can turn, let's see here, you can fly heading 150 now, climb 7,000.
Roger, 150 now, climbing 7,000. Apologies for that, Delta 663.
Air Canada 359, descend 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Air Canada 359.
Papa Kilo X-ray, say passing out. Papa X-ray Kilo, say passing altitude.
Papa X-ray Kilo climbing 2,500 for 4,000.
Papa X-ray Kilo, thank you. You're identified. You can make it a left turn. Left turn heading 270 vectors for city and climb 5,000.
Heading 270, climb 5,000, Papa X-ray Kilo.
And Papa X-ray Kilo, I misspoke. Let's make it left turn heading 090. That'll get you closer to city.
Left turn 090, Papa X-ray Kilo.
All right. Delta 683, turn right direct Oakville on course.
Direct Oakville on course, 663.
Wow, 2017. I can't believe it's taken them that long. They still haven't even repainted every airplane in the fleet. It's been now 6 years, and there's still a handful of airplanes that are flying around in the old colors. Probably planes that they plan to retire without ever repainting, I bet. There's not too many of them, but there's a couple of 320s still flying around in the old colors. And a couple of 319s, I think, as well. Delta 663, climb 15,000.
Climbing 15,000, Delta 663.
WestJet 58 uniform, descend 4,000.
4,000, WestJet 58 uniform.
All right, now it's getting a little bit busier here. Papa X-ray Kilo Toronto. It's information Bravo at Toronto City. Runway 26. When able, advise your requested approach.
Descend 3,000, Canada 359.
And Papa X-ray Kilo, I take it you want to do the localizer 26 via Alger?
Affirm, Papa X-ray Kilo.
Papa X-ray Kilo, proceed direct Alger.
Direct Alger, Papa X-ray Kilo.
Delta 663, climb flight level 230.
230, Delta 663.
And Delta 663, proceed direct Beats on course.
Direct Beats on course, Delta 663.
All right, Minneapolis 12, I found him, so I think he's the one I'm supposed to be handing off to. Air Canada 359, turn right, heading 030 to intercept, cleared ILS 06 right.
030, Canada 359 to intercept localizer.
And Air Canada 359, you're going through the localizer right now. If you don't have it captured, continue the right, turn 090 to re-intercept.
Yeah, we'll continue 030 to intercept.
Contact. WestJet 58 uniform, turn right heading 330, descend 3000.
Okay, right heading 330 on 3000, WestJet 58 uniform.
Air Canada 359, turn right heading 090 to intercept, still cleared the ILS 6 right.
090 to intercept localizer 06 right, Air Canada 359. Not sure what's going on with my aircraft.
Sorry about that.
American 1524, we're ready, 05 in Toronto.
American 1524 Toronto, contact me airborne. The wind's 320 at 7, clear for takeoff, 05.
Clear for takeoff, runway 05, American 1524.
WestJet 58 uniform, turn right heading 030 to intercept, cleared the ILS, runway 06 right.
Okay, right heading 0306 for the ILS, approach 06 right, WestJet 58 uniform.
Where's my Cleveland split? Who am I looking for? I'm looking for...
Yeah, Canada 359. We had a little difficulties, but we'll get established on the localizer 359.
Roger. And WestJet 58 uniform, speed 170 or less to the FAF.
170 or less for WestJet 58 uniform.
Which is, I don't even know what the FAFs are anymore. We never use them. Not that we don't use them. We don't use them much online anyway. Savos. It is Savos. All right, so I've handed off my Lufthansa. I've got this guy. That Air Canada's going westbound. Got a couple of these guys are inbound here. Delta 663. He's going over to Cleveland. I think this is all supposed to be 66 up to this boundary here, this very slanty boundary, I believe.
Fully established 359.
Air Canada 359, thank you. The Toronto winds 328, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear land 36 right, Canada 359.
American 1524, say passing altitude.
American 1524, we're passing 2,800.
American 1524, thank you very much. Identified, climb flight level 230.
Climb level 230, American 1524.
And Papa X-ray Kilo, city right now is showing clear skies and 9 miles visibility. Did you want to go all the way out for the localizer, or do you want to cut in a little closer, see if you can get just a visual?
Affirmative, Papa X-ray Kilo.
All right, Papa X-ray Kilo, I'll have a vector in for you here shortly. Delta 663, contact Cleveland Center now on 125.42.
One 12542 for Delta 663.
You got it.
Thank you, goodbye. Delta 663.
So WestJet 58 uniform is established, ILS 06 right.
WestJet 58 uniform, Roger. American 1524, turn left direct go pup on course.
Left to red, go up to the course, American 1524.
And Papa X-ray Kilo, vectors for city, turn left 10 degrees and turn left 10 degrees. I'll have lower for you shortly.
Left 10 degrees, Papa X-ray Kilo.
Air Canada 359, welcome to Toronto. Continue Delta 5 cross, runway 06 left, and what gate are you going to?
Continue Delta 5, cross runway 06 left, and I have no idea. Any open stand.
Air Canada 359, roger. So transborder side for Air Canada. Let's see here. We'll give you gate 162. So taxi Delta 5, Delta Romeo into gate 162.
Delta 5, Delta, and confirm the last section.
Delta Romeo.
Delta Romeo, copy Alpha, Air Canada 359, thank you.
Papa Kilo, Papa X-ray Kilo, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, Papa Extra Kilo.
WestJet 58 uniform, Toronto winds 320 at 7, clear to land, 06 right.
Okay, land 06 right, WestJet 58 uniform, thank you.
And Papa X-ray Kilo, the city, altimeter 29901.
29901, Papa Extra Kilo.
Good evening, Toronto Center, Giant 765 at Pearson, ready to copy FIR.
Giant 765, Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport via the Ursel 4 departure, Zohan transition, flight plan route, depart runway 05, squawk code 0557.
Squawk 0557, Giant 765.
And Giant 765, I need a read back of the SID, including the runway.
We'll depart via the Ursel 4, runway 05, Giant 765.
Giant 765, thank you. The readback is correct. Information is Delta in Toronto. Call me when you're ready for the pushback.
Roger.
American 1524, climb flight level 270.
Climb level 270, American 1524.
And Papa X-ray Kilo, turn left 10 more degrees. The city airport's here 11 o'clock for about 13 miles.
Left 10 degrees, Papa Extra Kilo.
I really didn't cut these two guys that were following each other very close. In the real world, they'd be cut so much closer. I would probably put them at almost twice the distance, but I just, nothing negative about Simmers, but I just don't trust them to necessarily have that level of performance, especially when they're performing single pilot, to be able to get all these things on their own, especially because he was kind of having some issues. WestJet 58 uniform, welcome to Toronto. Continue Delta 1, cross runway 06 left. Do you know what gate you're going to?
I was going to any gate.
WestJet 58 uniform, Roger, for transporter. I'm going to give you Bravo 20, taxi Alpha and Alpha Juliet for Bravo 20.
Okay, can you say the taxi instructions, please?
WestJet 58 uniform, continue across runway 06 left, Alpha and Alpha Juliet for gate Bravo 20.
Okay, Bravo 20, cross 06 left, Alpha Juliet for WestJet 58 uniform.
Pretty close.
And Delta 3996 with you, passing 29,000 for 34,000 feet.
Delta 3996 Toronto, good evening.
Good evening, Toronto. How's it going?
Not too bad so far. Papa X-ray Kilo, the city airport's off at your 11 o'clock for about 9 miles. Do you have it in sight?
Affirmative, airport's in sight, Papa Extra Kilo.
Papa X-ray Kilo, you're cleared city airport left visual, runway 26, report turning final.
Report final for 26, Papa Extra Kilo.
Might as well give them the visual. City, it's like it just feels so awkward. You have to go out so far for these approaches, especially when you're puttering along in a little Seminole here, PA-44. That's a slow aircraft. You don't need to be puttering in that slow airplane. Yeah, everyone probably heard that. My screen turned off, which brought all the stuff I had on the other screen over to this screen. So I think the TV auto turned off there. American 1524, continue climb, flight level 340.
He climbs at level 340, American 1524.
The Hamilton ground controller finally saw my message where I said, "Oh, I accidentally changed the squawk code on your airplane because it moved underneath my mouse while I was trying to assign the code to my airplane, to my giant airplane here." And she finally saw the message. She's like, "What did you do?" "Oh, I thought it was just auto-assigned because it was just as I was clicking it." Nope, that was me. Didn't mean to. And that's why I like to sort by call sign normally, because then things don't jump too much, but it still jumps when stuff gets added to the list, like that. It'll jump underneath you when stuff gets added to the list. She said, "Now I'm forgiven." So I gave her frowny face. So then I said, "Now all is forgiven." So then I'm like, "Oh, a happy face then." All right, another one departing for Mini. Lots of departures to Mini. Not so many for Detroit. Detroit has good scenery though in MSFS, and that's one thing that I think was really missing for a long time in the P3D and the FSX era was there was no good scenery for Detroit Metro. A very busy airport. It was one of the last, I think, really big hubs in America that really didn't have any good scenery for it. There was like a I feel like there was one. There was like a freeware version you could download. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. All right, so he's going in there for Bravo 20. This is the other Delta guy there. There's our Canada 359. Why is our Canada 359 all the way up there? I thought I gave him gate 162. Anyhow, whatever. Whatever you do on the ground's your own thing there, buddy. I don't see 66 doesn't have any airplanes tagged up anymore. He's got like one airplane tagged up. He must have dropped off and then untagged all these airplanes. So we'll see how these things unfold here because I'm worried because these two guys, this guy's coming in. This guy's an arrival. I feel like this guy, no, there was one more, but I guess maybe he's lost now. Oh. I don't even know who's handing me that. 66. It's weird because it's not showing him as any of these airplanes are his anymore. All good. If he's handing them off, then that's the good thing. At Delta 3996, are you direct to I guess Nosik?
He changed me to Kelsey. Hold on, say exactly what sound check. Kelsey to Q812 to Zohan to Indium and then Moscow for and then following that to Minneapolis.
All right, Delta 3996. Yeah, it just doesn't look like you're on Q812. It looks like you might even be direct to Zohan. Is that where you're going direct to right now?
I'm supposed to be on a Q30, I believe it's called.
All right, let's just do it this way. Delta 3996, just proceed direct Nosik.
To Nozick, okay. Delta 3996.
Because I don't know where he's going otherwise.
Center Papa X-ray Kilo, short final 26.
Pop X-ray Kilo, Toronto, thank you. The city winds are 310 at 5, clear to land 26.
Clear to land, Papa X-ray Kilo.
Yeah, we got a couple departures coming up here now. Starting to look a little busier here. Lots of departures to Chicago as well today. You can tell where the controllers are because that's all I'm getting. Let's see here. Alright, so we're waiting for this guy to call me. He's on final. He's at the gate. It's all good. There we go. Come on, put it down. It's not a long runway. You don't need much room to stop at the Seminole, but you gotta get it on the ground to do it. He's not slowing down. Come on, brakes, brakes. There we go. Papa X-Ray Kilo, welcome to City. Turn right at the end and taxi Alpha Apron at your discretion. Have a great day.
Right on to Alpha for the apron, Papa X-Ray Kilo, thank you.
All right, we're starting to get a couple departures logged in here now. Air Canada 744, are you here yet? I feel like I may have lost one of my arrivals here because I had, yeah, one of them must have disappeared offline because I had 3 arrivals. There are 2 arrivals from the southeast, but now these guys are all going to Detroit. This guy. Yeah, for some reason, all these, he must have some of them tagged up, but they're just not showing up properly on the list. Because he handed it off to me. So he must have them tagged up somehow.
Toronto Center, very good evening. Air Canada 744 is with you, descending 17,000.
Air Canada 744, very good evening. Descend 11,000. The Toronto altimeter 29991. Information is Delta, plan 06 right.
Roger, descend 11,000 and we'll plan for 06 right. Air Canada 744.
No, he doesn't look like he's on his way to Nosik either. Okay, he's turning back that way again. He probably just overshot the course. How's it happening down? How's it hanging down in Detroit now? Now they've only got 33 departures on the ground. But oh, they've got a, holy moly, a steady line going to Minneapolis. Minneapolis has got most of their departures off the ground. They only got 20 left, 7 in Memphis. But there's a lot of stuff going to and from Minneapolis, and even Detroit is busy, even though they're not even involved in this event. But they're like the little hole in the middle of a donut. They're not technically involved, but boy, they got the traffic anyways because they don't have a whole lot of traffic. They got enough traffic, but they got lots of people logged in because they're crossing their sector anyways. Definitely looks like quite a bit of fun going on down there in the U.S. tonight. If you check out the VATSIM map or VATSPY, you'll see all the fun that's being had down there. I'm a little jealous of the amount of traffic they're getting. A little sad that it's not spilling over the border more than it is. It's a little tiny bit of spilling over the border, but not very much. Kind of wish more was spilling over. All right, what time is it now? I need to probably be out of here by 0300 Zulu, so no more than about another hour and a half. So we'll see what happens. If it gets really quiet in Toronto at any point in time, if the traffic dies off completely, I'll probably shut her down. I don't have too many inbounds, to be honest. I got a handful. I got this guy here, and then I got 3 more other inbounds, and they are a long way out. If I just check this details here. 227, 307, 745. The guy who's leaving Anchorage wouldn't get here until 745. Yeah, not sticking around to that one. The 227 Air Canada 483, which is coming in from the east, I'll probably be around for him, and he'll probably be about the end of my parade. Like I said, if it dies off completely before that, I may pull the plug a little early because I've already put in a good 2 and something else here.
Good evening, Air Canada 509, ready to go by FIR to Chicago.
Air Canada 509 Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to the Chicago O'Hare Airport via the GoPup 4 departure, hockey transition, flight plan route, depart runway 05, squawk 0576.
Alright, we're clear to the Chicago O'Hare International Airport via GoPup 4 hockey transition, runway 05, and can you repeat this correct for Air Canada 509, please?
Air Canada 509 or squawk 0576.
0576, Air Canada 509.
Air Canada 509, thank you. That readback is correct. Information Delta is current. Call me ready for the push.
Roger that, we have information Delta on board and we'll call you ready for push. Air Canada 509, thank you.
Air Canada 744, descend 8,000.
8,000, Air Canada 744.
It doesn't look like he's diagnostic either, but anywho. This Cleveland 28 sector's got his work cut out for him. Look at all these airplanes here. At least they're all in a nice straight line. He's just got to give them a speed, and away they go. And then he's got this guy coming to Chicago. He's just going to cut right across there. Right across his nice little lines. Funny. I should probably try to find this guy's squawk code. 3572. Before they try to hand it to me, I should probably try to find the code here. There's a lot of people squawking 35 something here. All right, so I'm going to correlate this guy to third. Seems to be about right. American 1524, contact Cleveland Center 135.72. Good night.
12572, good night, American 1524.
And American 1524, just to make sure it's 13572, 3572?
3572, American 1524, thank you.
You got it, good night.
Night.
All right. All right, so I still only have like 3 or 4 airplanes in my space. It's not really that busy down here. A couple of departures. At no point in time will I say that it's gotten very busy. It's been steady, but definitely not busy. Here comes this guy, 5136, on his way to Mini. See, he seems to be right on course. Because he said he was going to Kelty, but he was like up here somewhere, so I don't know where he was going, really. How's it going? I can't because I'm streaming, but if you want to hop on tower, feel free. All right.
Air Canada 509, ready for pushing start.
Air Canada 509, Toronto, Roger, push back, push straight back to the circle and call ready for taxi.
First straight back, we'll go for taxi, Air Canada 509.
All right, so it looks like we're going to get a tower controller online who's going to take half my fun here, but anyways, because it's not busy enough where I'm really feeling... Sorry, you said you ready? Okay, so we got a primary, secondary, east flow arriving 6 right primary, 05 secondary with departure 05. That's with information Delta right now. And let's see here. So you got 3 on the ground there. 509 just got pushback clearance. Giant 765 clearance, but hasn't started the push. And 819 I haven't heard from.
Center Air Canada 744, we're at 8,000.
Air Canada 744, descend 4,000.
4,000, 744.
Tower's your control. Air Canada 509. Sure. Air Canada 509, you can monitor tower 118.7 during your push and call him ready for the taxi.
Roger that, 118.7 for the push, Air Canada 509.
And Giant 765 Toronto, you can monitor tower 118.7, call him ready for the push.
Roger, tower 118.7, Giant 765.
All right, so now we got a tower controller, so that's good. Where's this guy going? I don't know where this guy's going. And American 5136, are you with Toronto? I don't know where this guy's going. He's not going to do well at a Friday night ops if he can't navigate a straight line. He does have the Embraer. I wonder if he's got that Flight Sim Studios Embraer. I don't even know what he's got. It doesn't even say what software he's using.
Toronto Center, good evening. Air Canada 379 is with you at Hamilton. We're holding short of runway 30 on 06, ready for departure.
Air Canada 379 Toronto, good evening. Let's see here. Contact me once you're airborne. The backtrack for the full length is approved if you'd like it. Winds 330 at Niner. Clear for takeoff, runway 30.
Okay, clear for the backtrack on 30, which we will do, and clear for takeoff after that. And we'll let you know when we're airborne. Air Canada 379.
I got a departure out of
Toronto Center, good evening. American 5136 Heavy, flight number 382.
All right, just a second. American 5136, flight level 380. Welcome aboard. Air Canada 744, turn right heading 330, descend 3000.
330, that's your 3000, Echo 744.
And now I've got, let's see here. So now I've got a departure out of the Sioux. So let's get NOTAMs for the Sioux, if any. Not too many. Nope. Okay, good. Let's see here. Active runway for the Sioux. We got CYAM. 2997, 240 at 9 gust 15. So it would be 22. Let's see here. So let's get that up and running. So I'm going to take down my Londonitis because nobody's going there. I'm going to put up a Sault Ste. Marietis, runway 22. Air Canada 744, right turn, heading 030 to intercept, cleared ILS, runway 06 right.
030 to intercept, cleared ILS 06 right, Air Canada 744.
All right, so there's my departure out of the Sioux right there. Nice, nice. I didn't even look where he's going. Where is he going? He's going down to out to Charlottetown. It's a good long one there. He does have an odd altitude. That's good. That routing looks fine. It's all good. I like it. Seems fine. Still sipping my coffee. I don't know how I'm still sipping this coffee. It's because I just take a little sip every now and again. Well, not too often you see flights out of the Canadian Sioux, although I think last stream I saw one flight into the Sioux, so. Oh, he's just going to intercept just the nick of time. I may have turned him too early. So, oh, and with the north wind too, that doesn't help either because that's pushing him away from the approach path now. He's just going to make it. He's going to get double localized slope capture. Oh well. Not the end of the world, and if I botched it for him, and if he doesn't make it, I can get him back around. There's not a lot of traffic. All right, so Giants taxiing at Air Canada 3509's pushed back there. All right, we got some stuff happening here. As they say, we got a doings a transpiring. Tower controller came online, took a little bit of my fun, but there's enough other stuff going on. Not the end of the world. Just want to see him get established before I hand him off the tower.
And Toronto Center, Canada 379 is currently airborne off of 30 at 2,000 feet.
Air Canada 379, thank you. Identified. Climb 10,000.
Okay, climb 10,000 or 16,000, sorry.
10,000 for Air Canada 379.
Okay, climb flight level 10,000, 10,000, Air Canada 379.
Okay, perfect. Looks like he just got it in there. Air Canada 744, contact the tower now, 118.7. Have a good night.
118.7, thank you so much for the service. Air Canada 744, see you.
Good night. Air Canada 379, proceed direct Durlow, climb flight level 230.
Proceed direct Durlow and 230 Air Canada 379.
So he's getting there. Another 5 minutes, I'll hand him off. Another 5 minutes, I'll hand him off. Then I'm going to have nobody on frequency. But I will have some departures soon. So it's not like it's going to vanish altogether. There will be some departures in the next little while here. We're getting there. Well, now it really got kind of quiet, didn't it? If I really wanted to go crazy, I'd listen into the Cleveland frequency. Oh, let's see here. Which one should I listen to? Let's listen to Cleveland 28 Center for a second and see.
Delta 1449, Cleveland Center, climb maintain level 280.
Delta 1449 up to flight level 280.
Northwest 2742, contact Minneapolis Center 132.42.
3242, Northwest 2742.
Delta 456, contact Minneapolis Center 132.42.
3242, Delta 456.
I'd almost expect him to be busier. With the number of airplanes he's got, I would almost expect him to be busier.
Walker 3250, maintain Mach .79 or greater.
I expect it to be.
Okay, we're doing Mach .79.
Oh, I lost the Delta flight there. He's gone.
This is Southwest 7052 is with you at flight level 230.
He'll probably come back.
Southwest 7052, Cleveland Center, roger.
Gonna kill that because I'm gonna hand this guy off, but Air Canada 379, continue climb, flight level 360.
360, Air Canada 379.
Alright, so this is nope. There's the Frankfurt flight 843. Get him inbound, and then that might be about the end of it, I think. And we got a bit of stuff going on there. The ground is starting to look a little bit hectic too. One guy inbound from up here. I don't know where he's going. Is he Toronto inbound? No, he's inbound to Oshawa. Ah, Oshawa. Citation inbound to Oshawa. Okay. Whatever. Not much happening in this guy's sector except for this long stream of traffic. Over here, nothing happening. Down here, not much happening. Over here, one long stream of traffic. You get the one or two people crossing that stream too. All right, let's just make sure this guy at Sue doesn't start taxing without talking to me here. Canadian Express 225, hopefully he's on it. What is he? Canadian Express 225 is a 737. Yeah, it's just really not very busy in Toronto tonight. It really is not. Throw the tower up there at least, so I got something to listen to, because he took away all of my fun. The last few airplanes I was talking to, and he took them away.
Toronto Center, good evening. Delta 819 at Pearson with Bravo, clearance to MSP.
Delta 819 Toronto, you can contact the tower 118.7. He'll take care of you till you're airborne.
Thank you. I didn't see he came on.
No problem. I got two. Ground, go ahead. No, I can't handle the traffic. You get what you take what you can get, right?
Pearson Tower, good evening. Delta 819, information Delta, clearance MSP.
Delta 819 John Tower, good evening. You are cleared to Minneapolis via the
nothing
Ursula
much
4
happening
departure.
taking now on the ground.
Zohan transition. Flight plan route. Departing runway 05. Squawk 0571.
Yay, woohoo. Thank you.
Okay, you broke up on the last two digits of the squawk, but I got cleared to Minneapolis, St. Paul, Ursula 4 Zohan transition as filed runway 50571 in the box.
Delta 1, read back is correct. Push and start at your discretion and advise when ready for taxi.
Yeah, you'll see me around.
Center Giant
Be online
765
for no
Heavy
more than about
passing
another hour.
through
So
2000.
300 is the target. Maybe even earlier if there's nothing happening. All right. Good night. That guy never got handed off. That's okay. All right, this guy's airborne. Giant's airborne. Where's he going? He's going to MSP. So over to Kedzie. All right, so Hamilton ground is gone. So Hamilton's now mine. I don't think we got anybody inbound to Hamilton at all, do we? We had the one outbound. That's it. That's it. Okay, the Sue's not taxing around, is he? Nope, still sitting there waiting. Okay, good. Good.
Toronto Center Giant 765 coming up to 5000.
Giant 765 Heavy, Toronto, good evening. Identified, climb flight level 230. Turn left direct Ursula on course.
Toronto Center citation, Charlie Golf Tango.
To flight level 230 and turn left to Ursula for Giant 765.
Roger. And the other call for Toronto, say again the call sign? And was somebody else trying to call Toronto there? 69 LOL is the call sign. Hilarious. But not. Hilarious, but not. Minneapolis is having a hard time accepting these handoffs here. Or it's just not even looking up here to see what's coming. Yeah, it's okay. I might actually do it one more time just to make sure he sees it. Giant 765 Heavy, proceed direct Bessid, climb flight level 270.
Direct Bessid up to 270, Giant 765.
These guys heading west are not making much headway into this wind either. I mean, 410's not bad, but... Okay, this is a citation going to Ottawa. Charlie Golf Tango Charlie Papa Toronto. G'day, squawk code 0560. Wow, his connection sounds really bad. Assume that's him up there. Golf Tango Charlie Papa Toronto, identified flight level tree 90.
Identified when airborne, contact channel center 125.77.
I forgot we're
Wind
listening to the tower.
30 at 7. Clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff 05 when airborne 125.77. Have a good day, sir.
Air Canada 379er, contact Cleveland Center now, 135.72.
135.72. Have a great night. Thanks for the coverage. Air Canada 379.
Good night. All right. So one guy is just about to depart there. We heard him get his takeoff clearance. This guy's got a long way to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick around till, yeah, maybe. We'll see how I feel. I'm starting to get a little bit tired already. I think Minneapolis is starting to look a little overworked there.
Sir, this is Delta 392, passing 320.
Delta 392 Toronto, good evening, squawk ident. Delta 392 Toronto, good evening, squawk ident.
Squawk 7605 Delta 392.
That's not what squawk ident means. All right.
Car Canada 509 leaving 2,000 feet.
Air Canada 509 Toronto, good evening, identified, climb, flight level 230.
Climb level 230, Canada 509, thank you.
Delta 392, squawk new code 0500.
0500, Delta 392.
See, he knows how to push the ident button. He just doesn't know how to use it properly. Delta 392, thank you. Identified flight level 320.
Maintain level 320, Delta 392.
Air Canada 509er, turn left direct Tulek on course.
Left direct Tulek on course, Air Canada 509.
Not terribly busy though on the ground or in the air.
Turn to
Not
center,
like
Air
this.
Canada 585.
Air Canada 585 Toronto.
Yeah, should we be talking to Minneapolis already?
Air Canada 585, nope. Waiting for him to accept the handoff still, so stay with me till I send you over.
Yeah, it looks pretty busy out there.
Yep. Hmm. Giant 765 heavy, climb flight level 320.
Up to flight level 320, Giant 765.
All right, so apparently he is Nordo, so we'll just start pinging him until he decides.
Good evening, Toronto Center, Air Canada 843 with you.
Air Canada 843 Toronto, good evening, and stand by, let me find your squawk code. Air Canada 843, squawk code 0553.
0553, Air Canada 843.
Air Canada 843 heavy, thank you. Identified flight level 380. Information in Toronto is Delta.
Roger, information Delta, Air Canada 843.
Pearson Tower, good evening. Delta 819, ready to go. Terminal 3 near Alpha Tango with information Delta.
Delta 819, runway 05, altimeter 2991. Taxi via Alpha Tango, Romeo, Echo, Golf Hotel, cross 15 left, 15 right.
Hey, taxi runway 5.
Apparently this person
Alpha
knows
Tango,
who I am.
Romeo, Echo, Golf, Hotel.
Golf
Hold
Hotel
short,
is a hotel and
15
restaurant
left.
in Trail.
Delta 819.
Delta 19, you can actually taxi right across 15 left and 15 right.
All right, we'll go ahead and cross 15 left at Romeo, 15 right at Hotel, Delta 819.
Now I've got quite a lot of airplanes on my plate here. Air Canada 509er, continue climb flight level 360.
Climb level 360, Canada 509.
Well, hopefully at some point he's going to notice the fact these guys are here. Because I've definitely tried to send him a handoff. And I'm not getting much joy on the return here. That over enough that I can see this when I open it up. A lot of airplanes, but not much talking going on. And this is the funny thing about centers. Like, it can be completely one way or the other. You can have like a dozen or 2 dozen airplanes in your space, and it can...
And Tower, good evening. It's Delta 2507, stand Alpha 3 looking for clearance to Minneapolis. Delta 2507, good evening. You're clear to Minneapolis via the Ursel for departure. Zohan transition, flight plan routes, departing runway 05, squawk 5651. Okay, clear to the Minneapolis airport by the SRL for departure, runway 05, squawk 5651, Delta 2507. Delta 2507, read back is correct. Fortune start is at your discretion, and call me back ready for taxi. Well, call ready for taxi, Delta 2507.
Yeah, so you can have like 12 or 15 airplanes in your sector, and it can be super quiet if everything's just sort of working and everyone's moving in different directions, nobody's causing a conflict, not too many arrivals, departures. Or you could have like 3 or 4 airplanes in your airspace, but if they're all kind of merging together, doing the same thing, or you know, all descending for approaches, even 3 or 4 or 5 airplanes can saturate you. But the center is one of those weird ones where you can have like dozens of airplanes on your plate, and if they're just sailing along in cruise and not needing much talking to, you know, like honestly, like these guys probably once they're en route don't need much talking to. As long as they're all maintaining the same speed, the same Mach number, it's pretty straightforward. They're all more or less the same altitude, give or take a little bit here. They're all pretty close to the same altitude. They're all mid 30s ish mostly. It doesn't need a whole lot of talking to. But I can see a few are getting turned off course here, so some of these guys are probably, there's insufficient spacing in some of these spots here. Ay, ay, ay. We got this guy coming into Oshawa. He's quite a ways out still. Well, I might as well start this handoff now because it's never going to happen anyways. Hopefully at some point he's going to notice and want to do something about these guys here. He's got 3 pending handoffs now. He hasn't taken one of them yet. Not a very exciting evening. I would have thought Friday night would have gotten a little more hectic. And I would have thought being FNO adjacent would have gotten us more hectic. But just nobody's flying Canada tonight at all. The Canadians took a vacation today, I guess. Like, I'm the only controller on in all of Canada. No, okay, I shouldn't say that. Toronto is pretty much the only controllers online in Canada, except for Vancouver Tower's on. But other than that, there's nobody on. So, like, everybody's flying the FNO, which is a little bit disappointing. It could be busier. Air Canada 843 Heavy Toronto. When ready, descend flight level 240. The information is still Delta. You can plan runway 06 right.
240 and expect 06 right, Air Canada 843.
How's the Ottawa winds doing? Yeah, pretty much straight down the pipe for 32. Guy in the suit is still not taxiing yet. Does Minneapolis have like a traffic manager? Cleveland's got a traffic manager. Minneapolis, I don't think has a traffic manager. See, I don't know how long I can let these guys go before I finally send them over to his frequency. If I should just send them over anyways. And he's got a few guys he's sending off course here because I think he's got to build some spacing again. He's got a little bit of a pause though here, which is just perfect to merge in these two airplanes if he can start dealing with them. Oh, so he took a handoff. Air Canada 585, contact Minneapolis 132.42.
Minneapolis 13242, Air Canada 585. Thank you. Bye.
Good night. American 5136, contact Minneapolis Center 132.42. Good night.
Minneapolis Center 132.42, American 5136 Heavy. Good night.
And Giant 765 Heavy, Minneapolis Center 132.42. Good night.
132.42, Giant 765, so long.
Good night. All right, I got rid of them. Now I have no airplanes left.
And for our Canada 509 request.
Air Canada 509, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to leave the flight be for about 5 minutes.
Air Canada 509, that's approved. Let me know when you're back.
We'll go.
AFK, we'll call him till 2:15. I'll give him to 2:15. And at that point, I'm going to hand him off. As soon as he comes back, I'm going to hand him off. All right. Let's see how's the weather looking in Ottawa. Looks like the weather cleared out in Ottawa too. Now it's few at 2,000, broken 5,000. So it's looking like it's improved there too. All right. So he's at 45, so he's going to need about 135 miles to go down. Yeah, pretty much beam Trenton. Beam the start of the Trenton airspace here is when he's going to have to start going down. Air Canada 843 Heavy, Toronto, continue descent 2000. The Toronto altimeter 29901. Air Canada 843 Heavy, Toronto, when ready to, correction, descend 2000. The Toronto altimeter 29901. Nope, not listening. Whatever, no skin off my back if you don't want to listen. Minneapolis is about to get hammered with arrivals, though. They've got arrivals out of Chicago, arrivals coming up from Memphis. I mean, thank goodness they have like multiple runways they can do arrivals on because these guys are about to get hammered. These guys are still off course here. And he just can't turn them back in because it's just the line is too solid. There's not enough in-trail spacing for them to squeeze any more space out of this lineup here, let alone get like a couple more airplanes to intercept this lineup here. It's insane to kind of watch it. Kudos to them for doing it and handling it, and I think they'll be fine. Air Canada 843 Toronto.
Delta 819, wind airborne, contact Toronto Center, 125.77. Wind is 320 at 7. Clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff 05, wind airborne, contact Toronto Center, Delta 819.
69. Never mind, I want to call him, but yeah, he's text only. All right, so he's going to start descending for Ottawa shortly. Do I have an ATIS up in Oshawa? I don't even have an ATIS up in Oshawa. What can I take down to put up in Oshawa? I could probably take down City. Doesn't seem to be anything happening in City. Let me just check VATSIM and make sure nothing's happening. And then I might take down City ATIS. Nothing at all is happening in City, so I think we'll take down City.
Qantas 69, if you can copy, I can see you trying to transmit, but no voice coming through.
Air Canada 843 Heavy Toronto. All right. Let's see here. I gotta get.
Alright, let's try. Qantas 69, request readability check.
Qantas 69, read you loud and clear now.
Great, Qantas 69 here in Toronto with information Delta requesting IFR clearance to Minneapolis, please.
Qantas 69, you are cleared to Minneapolis via the Ursel for departure, Zohan transition, flight plan route, departing runway 05, squawk 6272.
Toronto Center, Delta 819, 2,300 climbing 5,000.
With the Zohan transition.
Delta 819 Toronto, good day, identified climb flight level 230.
Qantas 69, get back is correct. Push and start is at your discretion.
Flight level 230, Delta 819.
Okay, Qantas 69.
Yeah, Delta, you can grab it. I just dropped it. Still had it all this time.
Caroline 43, FPT 240.
Stand by. Delta 819, turn left direct Ursula on course.
Left direct Ursel on course, Delta 819.
And Air Canada 843 Heavy, I tried to call you about 4 times to give you lower. You did not answer. Descend 12,000, the Toronto altimeter 29901.
Air 43, sorry for that. 120, our descent.
Go ahead. No, it's not an SOL, but it is like I can only really ever probably squeeze in one a month. So chances are this one's kind of not going well for the month of November anyways, so it probably will get pushed into December anyways when I get a December schedule. Yeah, given the length of the list, there probably will be one. December sometimes is tough just because it's holidays, but there will probably be another one in either December or January. So don't worry too much about it if you don't make it on. Hey, no worries.
Air Canada 509 is back.
Air Canada 509, thank you. Air Canada 509, contact Cleveland Center now, 135.72. Good night.
Over to Cleveland Center, 135.72. Have a good night, sir.
All right, so 69er Lima, Oscar Lima, descend 8,000. Altimeter 2985. Info Foxtrot, plan 32. Well, Cleveland seems to be having no problem getting the handoffs, but I think Minnie is just swamped with trying to get all these airplanes sequenced. It's just one of those, it's kind of the luck of the draw thing, too, when you look at it. It's just like, there's so many. Oh, Eric Kirky, the captain, was from me, Captain Nabs. Yes, I am from Canada. Sorry, I missed that. I didn't see anyone chat for a little while, so I wasn't looking up at the chat window anymore. I have it up on another screen, but it's way out of my eye line, so I don't necessarily see chats right away. But yes, I am from Canada. That's why I control in Canada. Foxtrot, runway 32. Okay, he got all that. Yeah, but yeah, it's funny. Like you get an event like this that has like multiple airports, kind of like, especially like in the kind of the triangle where it's like, fly any one of the 3 airports you want, and it's funny how sometimes like one direction will get swamped and one direction will not. And the Detroit to Minneapolis leg is just swamped, slammed. With just a non-stop line of airplanes here. There's got to have been like 40 or 50 airplanes that did this route. There's quite a few coming from Memphis up to Minneapolis, and quite a few from Chicago into Minneapolis. So like,
all aircraft on tower frequency, be advised towers are switching over to the departures frequency at the moment. All aircraft can monitor 128.8, making it
KMSP
again
details.
128.8
115 inbound airplanes to Minneapolis right now. It's insane. Delta 819er, climb flight level 270.
Flight level 270, 819er.
Just insane how many people are heading to Minneapolis. And so, but it's funny because like you just have like an event, and like they listed 3 airports for this event. They listed Detroit, they listed Minneapolis, they listed Memphis. All 3. It wasn't like any priority was given to any one particular thing, but just it's probably not random, but it is seemingly random luck of the draw. Like 50% of the traffic is just doing one particular route. Just absolutely swamping Minneapolis here. I hope they've got enough controllers online. Looks like they've got one. Let's see here. They've got 3 approach controllers and a departure controller. Though they just got a 4th approach controller, and so that's good. They've got a full house here on the ground here. Let's see how many controllers this works out to here. Let's see here. They've got ground tower, delivery tower. So 2 towers, a ground. Oh, the ground guy must be absolutely losing his mind. At least they're arrival, so it's not like a whole lot of work for delivery or anything. It's just taxi to the gate, but still a lot of work. All right, he's doing okay. This guy's coming to me here. Sault Ste. Marie. Any luck with my Sault Ste. Marie guy yet? Is he just sitting there still? He's just sitting there. He may never leave. I feel like it's possible he may not leave. Oh, that's funny. Is this guy even on the arrival? He should be. Did I assign him the arrival? I didn't assign him the arrival on the screen here. That's why it's not showing. Yeah, there you go. No, that looks good. He's on his way to Canuck Lanark. Yeah, no, he's good. He's good. Delta 819380. And this guy's going to come right at him pretty much. So if he doesn't make the turn to Nosik here, actually, let's do this now. Delta 819er, proceed direct Nosik on course.
Direct Nosik on course, Delta 819.
That'll help a little bit with that. That'll help a little bit with that, because then he'll take a little bit more of a direct route, and it won't be quite as directly in conflict. So then I can probably keep him climbing unobstructed. Delta 819er, climb flight level 340.
Say again, Toronto Center, Delta 819.
Delta 819er, climb flight level 340, 34.
340, Delta 819.
Air Canada 843 Heavy, descend 8,000.
That was Canada 843.
Air Canada 843 Heavy, affirmative, descend 8,000.
8,000 Canada 843.
All right, we got one guy. So the tower switched up to departure, so I'm just going to listen in on the departure freak now just to see what's going on and just to give some extra audio on the channel because I feel like it's getting kind of quiet here at times. Going to give the handoffs to Minnie kind of early just because there's so much kind of going on. Because the departure controller's online now, I don't even see how many airplanes are on the ground in Toronto anymore. There's still a couple. I don't even see it anymore because he's now like a shield. I don't need to see who's on the ground because people are going to get airborne and talk to somebody else before they have to talk to me. One thing I don't actually have up is the Ottawa terminal view, which should be after Hamilton. So let's go back to Hamilton. Let's open up Ottawa 32. CYOW 32. Okay, there we go. Loaded. Okay, so first of all, this guy, yeah, I can pick him up whenever you want. That's fine. And now we got the West satellite online. I don't think I'm running ATIS out there anymore, am I? I'm running Sioux, Oshawa, Ottawa City.
Toronto Center, Delta 1206, 350.
Delta 1206, Toronto Center, hello. All right, 69er Lima Oscar Lima. Say approach requested for 32.
Good day. Departure's corner 69. Ready for taxi. Holding point is 3.
Qantas 69, runway 05, altimeter 29901. Taxi via Alpha Juliet, Sierra, Echo, Golf, Hotel. Cross 15 left and 15 right.
QNH 29901. Taxi via Alpha Juliet, Alpha Juliet, Sierra Hotel. Cross
All right,
runway
you want to say
15
ILS
left and
32, roger that.
And hold 05, corner 69.
Qantas 69, the correction on your taxi, there will be Sierra, then Echo, Golf, Hotel, and cross 15 left, 15 right.
Alpha Juliet, Sierra Echo, Golf, Hotel. Plus 15 left, 15 right, hold short 105, corner 69.
And Air Canada 843 Toronto. Looks like you're a little bit off the star there. So vectors for the ILS 6 right. Fly heading 210.
210, Canada 843.
Tango Charlie Papa Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240. And Tango Charlie Papa, it's very distorted and hard to read. Confirm flight level 240, your discretion. Okay, well, I think he got it. It wasn't great, but. Tango Charlie Papa, Roger, thanks. Delta 819er, continue climb, flight level 380.
380, Delta 819.
Delta 2507, call me back when airborne. Wind is 320 at 8. Clear for takeoff, runway 05.
All right.
Okay, we'll call airborne and clear takeoff 05, Delta 1507.
So 69er, Lima Oscar Lima, proceed direct, VOLAG, descend 6,000. Tango Charlie Papa, go ahead. Tango Charlie Papa, I'm kind of getting the voice okay now, but there's some background distortion behind it for some reason. Nope. And now my connection is lost, for crying out loud. Really? I'm going to disconnect my AFE and reconnect it because I just lost my connection to the internet there, which is never a good sign. I think it all kind of came back, but yeah, it never really works out that well. All right, so let's try this again. That guy, and that guy can also go to that guy. And okay. Air Canada 843 Heavy, fly heading 240. Oh, for crying out loud. We're just going to shut down AFE and restart it because it never likes when it just loses connection to the internet. So we're going to restart it here. And let's just make sure the settings, because it probably got the settings because we had a good reset there, but yeah, never goes well when I lose my connection suddenly like that. So let's see, it looks like he made the turn anyway, so I guess he heard me. I just didn't hear him. Too many things open here. All right, descend 4,000 for 69 Lima Oscar Lima. Hopefully he at least heard that. Yeah, he heard that, so that's good. Somebody's handing me something. Maybe it's this guy here. 5651. Who's squawking 5651? No. Yeah. No, I don't know who's squawking 5651. 5651. Should be Delta 2935. I don't think that's correct. Where's this guy? Delta 2507. 5651. There we go. Never a good sign. Air Canada 843 Heavy, descend 4,000.
4,000 Air Canada.
Okay, seems like we got this back. Cleveland Center requests me to track Air Canada 502. So who's Air Canada 502? Oh, this guy over here. All right, I'll track him, I guess. He's a bit far out, but I can manage. All right, 69er Oscar Lima. After full leg flight presence, heading vectors to final. Okay, still waiting for those two handoffs. Tango Charlie Papa Toronto, descend 6,000, cross Kalnu level. The Oshawa altimeter, oh, I don't even have it up here. And Tango Charlie Papa, the Oshawa altimeter 29901.
Okay, our discretion down to 6,000. Make sure we cross Canada with 6,000 at 29901 for the altimeter at Oshawa. Tango Charlie Papa, how do we come in there?
Tango Charlie Papa is definitely sounding better. It may have been my end because I suddenly lost my connection. It seemed to have been better since I reconnected it.
Okay, we got that, thanks.
And Delta 392 Heavy, contact Minneapolis Center now, 132.42. Good night. Oh, man.
Say again the frequency, please, for Delta 392 Heavy.
Delta 392, Minneapolis, 132.42, 3242.
One three two 42 Minneapolis, Delta 392 Heavy. Good day.
Central Center, good evening. It's Delta 2507 passing 115,000 for flight level 230.
Goodbye. All right, 69er Lima, Oscar Lima, 3,000 and heading 050. Delta 2507 Toronto, good evening. Climb flight level 270.
Gaps 270, Delta 2507.
Delta 819er, contact Minneapolis Center, 132.42. Good evening.
132.42. Thank you so much for the ATC coverage, Canada. See you next time.
Good night. Air Canada 843, turn right heading 330, descend 3,000.
330, 3,000 on driver.
Ah, for crying out loud. Ah, I hit the wrong button. Too many views are open. Where is he going? All right. All right, should be cleared for the approach now. He never turned inbound, so that didn't help anybody. Took me a long time to see where Air Canada 502 was. There we go. Delta 2507, climb flight level 340.
Up to 340, Delta 2507.
Ay, ay, ay. By the way, for those of you guys that are still watching here, if anybody hasn't already gotten an email, the Navigraph community survey is open. So if you haven't done the Navigraph community survey, Aircat 843 Heavy, turn right heading 090 to intercept and clear the ILS 06 right. I think I'm just about done. I think I'm starting to lose my focus here.
090, clear ILS 06 right, Canada for
Center, Canada 502, maintaining flight level 270 with you.
Air Canada 502 Toronto, good evening. Information in Toronto is Delta.
New order, information Delta, Canada 502.
I think I'm starting to lose it here. Can't focus on too many things here. I'm going to start closing some of these views I don't need because it's too much, and I'm spending too much time flipping between them. Just trying to kind of keep them open in hopes that I might need them again, but there comes a point where you got to just sort of circle back and just say.
Center, just to confirm, which runway and approach procedure are we using? Or is it correction arrival procedure?
Air Canada 502 Toronto, you can plan runway 06 right.
06 right, Air Canada 502. And to confirm, is it number 4 arrival?
And Air Canada 502, affirmative. I see that in your flight plan, so I would expect that that's what you're going to fly.
Roger, thank you, Air Canada 502.
Delta 1206, contact Cleveland Center, 125.42.
2542 for 1206. Have a good rest of your night.
Good night. All right, winds 330 at 6, clear to land, runway 32. Seems like he's a little bit low on the approach there, but anyways. Yeah, too late. Air Canada 502 Toronto, when ready to send 7,000. The Toronto altimeter 29901.
7,000, 201, Air Canada 502, thank you.
All right, so he's handed off. He's handed off. Air Canada 843 Heavy, thanks for your help, and you can come to the tower now, 118.7. Have a good night.
118.7, good day, thank you, Canada 42.
And Air Canada 843, my apologies, I got that wrong. He switched the frequency, now he's on 128.8. Yeah, I think I'm tired. Thanks. Good night. Yeah, I'm starting to lose it here. I think I've lost my ability to focus here, so I'm going to get these last couple guys this guy, I guess, Vector on the final, and then I'm going to call it a night. I just don't have the patience to stay online that much longer. Air Canada 502 Toronto, proceed direct Lobco.
Confirm direct Lobco.
Air Canada 502 direct Lobco, Lima Oscar Bravo Kilo Oscar.
Roger, correct direct Lobco. Air Canada 502.
Tango Charlie Papa, contact. Yep, there it goes. Seems like it came back as fast as it went away. It's been a little bit sporadic. It's been keeps booting me off every so often, so it'll be a good thing. All right, I assume he just wants to go down Bravo. So 69 Australia, welcome to Ottawa. Taxi Bravo to the General Aviation, and have a good night. He's starting down. Delta 2507, contact Minneapolis Center 132.42. Good night. Bravo. All right. Qantas 69er Toronto, how do you read?
5x5, Qantas 69.
Qantas 69er Toronto, thank you. Continue climb flight level 270, direct NOSIC on course.
Direct NOSIC climb 250, was it? Or 290, Qantas 69.
Qantas 69er negative, climb flight level 270.
270, in the middle there, Qantas 69.
Average it all together. All right, just going to get this last guy established on final, and then I'm going to bail.
You can to request me for like 5 minutes, correction, 2 minutes.
Air Canada 502, it's approved.
Roger, thank you. Canada 502.
All right, just going to get this guy established on final, turf him over to the terminal controller, and I'm going to call it a night because it's getting late, and I think I've lost my ability to focus. I keep on just letting stuff slide by me here, stupid stuff that I shouldn't let slide by me, but it's just sliding by me. So I think I'm just about done here. Also, the internet fritzing is really starting to bug me here. So I've spent long enough staring at my computer for the night. I think I might pull out a book and read a book. I know it's a shocking idea of a person reading a book, but I might actually do that. It's shocking in this day and age. Curious to zoom out a little bit and see. Still a heavy line, but he got a nice gap there, which gave him a chance to work some people in there. So there's that giant 765 right there. So that was the departure from Toronto there. Squeezed in there nicely. I don't know where the other one squeezed in there, but he's got a little bit of room. He's got a little bit of breathing room now. It's not as hectic as it was anyway. So the FNO has got another hour and 15 minutes to run, and if you're not airborne already, you'll never finish before they're done. Even the guys that are airborne. There's 18 departures out of Minneapolis again. Like all these guys are probably turning around and filing flight plans back the other way. And it's just like, nope, you're not going to make it very far.
Air Canada 502, back.
Air Canada 502, thank you. Yeah, I can't stick around for that much longer. So I gave it as much as I could. I didn't even know there was an FNO adjacent tonight. I kind of figured Friday night there would be some service here or there somewhere, but yeah. Didn't realize that it was going to be the FNO right beside us here. So how convenient for them, because there's no other controllers online either. No other Toronto controllers showed up. So convenient for them and for me. This guy's inbound. Yeah, just not going to quite make it. This guy's inbound. He's just not going to quite make it. We got a couple of inbounds eventually, but just it's getting too late up and online, too long. And I'm going to have to pull the plug here shortly. We got a bunch of inbounds, but no. I set myself a hard limit of 3 Zulu, and that's the hard limit I'm going to stick to. Qantas 69er Heavy, continue climb, flight level 380. Qantas 69er Heavy, continue climb, flight level 380.
Sorry, you dropped there. What was the flight level, Qantas 69?
Qantas 69er, climb, flight level 380.
380 for Qantas 69.
Yeah, I'm going to get this guy turned on final. Come on. Keep the speed up. He is actually keeping the speed up. He's doing 450 knots right now, so I can't complain. He's keeping the speed up. Just not, yeah, these connection issues are also just wearing my patience a little thin as well. Air Canada 502, descend 4,000.
4,000, Air Canada 502.
And Lobco should be fine at 4,000, right? That's pretty much the 4,000 intercept. We'll get him a little closer in. All right. Well, I'll try one more time. Gonna go back to the Toronto FIR website and try one more time to log in because I haven't given up yet. It seems to think that I am logged in, but then when I get to the main page, it says I'm not logged in. So I don't know what's going on. It's being a bit of a bear, but what are you gonna do? Toronto's been a bit quiet this month, anyways. All right, he definitely had to slow up because the 250 knots, and that's fine. And then these two guys are being handed off to me. Maybe I can get this guy turned on to final. All right, I will give it 9 more minutes. I will give it right till the hour, but these guys have got to be turned final by then.
Toronto Center, good afternoon. American 66 Delta at flight level 170.
American 66 Delta, Toronto, good evening. Descend 1000. Toronto Information's Echo, runway 06 right, best forward speed.
Down to 1000. Are we reducing our speed, 66 Delta?
American 66 Delta, best forward speed. You can disregard all the star speed restrictions.
Disregarding speed restrictions, 66 Delta.
Toronto Center, good evening, November 070 Sierra Bravo with flight level 190.
November 070 Sierra Bravo, Toronto, good evening. Information Echo in Toronto, plan runway 06 right, turn right, direct Kedro.
Right there, right, Ted Bravo, plan for 06 right, November 070 Sierra Bravo.
Air Canada 502, descend 3000 at Lobco, cleared ILS 06 right.
Descend trees Air Canada 502.
And I'm starting to lose this internet connection again here, but November 070 Sierra Bravo, best forward speed. We're going to be closing in about 7 minutes. I'd like to try and get you on the approach by then. Delta 2507, are you on frequency?
Yeah, we're on frequency for Delta 2507.
Delta 2507, contact Minneapolis now 132.42. Good night.
3242, Delta 2507. Have a good night.
November 070 Sierra Bravo, when ready, descend 7000, Toronto, altimeter 29901.
7000, 070 Sierra Bravo.
And departure from center. You okay if I shortcut this American coming in from the south through your airspace to get him on final faster? Perfect, thank you. All right, so we're going to try and get these guys in there. I don't think I'm going to get the 7070 Bravo. I didn't realize it's King Air. And 070 Sierra Bravo, are you direct Kedro?
Negative for direct, 0 low, 070 Sierra Bravo.
November 070 Sierra Bravo, proceed direct Kedro, Kilo Echo Delta Romeo Oscar.
November 070 Sierra Bravo, negative, unable. I don't see that on my flight plan here. Could I get something else?
November 070 Sierra Bravo, direct Lobco.
No, I don't see that either. Give me a second, please, for 070 Sierra Bravo.
070 Bravo, do you have any of the fixes on the approach yet? Fine, I give up. I'm not going to worry about them. I'm going to guess that this is the handoff, maybe?
Air Canada 502, just confirm are we clear for approach?
Air Canada 502, affirmative. You are cleared the ILS, runway 06 right.
Roger, clear for approach 6 right. Air Canada 502.
Bravo, can we go direct to Zygon?
And 070 Sierra Bravo, where do you want to go?
Direct Zygon, X-ray India Golf Alpha Mike.
And 070 Sierra Bravo, Zygam's on the approach runway 05. Right now you're planning for 06 right.
Oh, okay, wrong approach. All correct for that. 070 Bravo.
Air Canada 502, contact the tower now 128.8. Good night.
1288, thanks for control, Air Canada 502.
American 66 Delta, proceed direct Darpu, descend 6000.
American 66 Delta, is it Dergo? Or Degro? Delta 6000?
And Air Canada, American 66 Delta, direct Darpu, Delta Alpha Romeo Papa Uniform.
Oh, direct to Delta Alpha Romeo Papa Uniform, American 66 Delta.
8581. I picked him up now. I'm going to turf him in a second anyways. And turf you to Minneapolis there. I've had enough fun for the evening and I'm just losing my patience.
070 Sierra Bravo is loaded in the correct approach now. So which leg would you like us to go direct to?
070 Sierra Bravo, proceed direct Lobco.
Direct Lobco 070 Sierra Bravo.
Steven Charles on WestJet 2581 Heavy, direct my pile 16,000 feet.
WestJet 2581 Toronto, good evening. Information Echo runway 06 right, descend 1000, altimeter 29901.
Is that 1000 for 2991? He came in later broken.
WestJet 2581 affirmative 1000.
At 1000, altimeter 29901, WestJet 2581.
Qantas 69er Heavy, contact Minneapolis 132.42. Good night.
132.42, Qantas 69.
He's just not going to quite make it, is he? And American 66 Delta. Do you have Lobco on the approach there?
Negative 66 Delta. Negative, we don't have it. 66 Delta.
66 Delta, roger. Let's see, a 030 heading. We'd have to be a Liran. Useless. American 66 Delta, descend 3000 after Darpu, fly present heading.
After Darfu, we'll present heading and down to 3000.
All right. Trying to get these guys out of here. Because I took him on a vector, I'll give him the extra couple of minutes here. And I'll turn him inbound shortly. I'm not terribly impressed with it. Really not. But it is what it is. Oh, I almost forgot I'd do this. Okay. I think I've been online for long enough, though. I'm not getting bitter. I know I'm running out of mental capacity. I know I need to just shut her down. And this is the VATSIM way. It's just like, oh, just one more airplane, just one more guy. You gotta help him out. Okay, come on, you gotta get down there, buddy. Come on, go, go. I know the wind's out of the northwest, but it can't be that strong now. Can it? Maybe it is that strong. Oh my God. This guy at Sue's been logged on for like at least an hour, if not two, just sitting there. Come on. Come on. I have never wanted an airplane to move so fast in my life. Come on. Go. It's only because I put them on vectors. I tried to get these guys in there. I shouldn't have fallen for it. I shouldn't have fallen for it. I should have just turfed them to Unicom. I just care too much. It's my problem. I just care too much. I do, though. I really want people to get service. I hate leaving people. I hate abandoning people. But there comes a point where you got to know when to pull the plug. And I've reached that point now where I've got to pull the plug here. So I've just got to get this guy another 4 miles closer to the final approach course, turn him inbound, clear him for the approach, and turf him to the approach controller, or the departure controller. Whatever controller is the controller that I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. WestJet 2581, descend 8,000.
8,000, WestJet 2581.
These are the only two guys I've got, right? I left everybody else behind. That guy never took off. That guy I don't want to talk to. I told Minneapolis and Unicom. American 66 Delta, turn right heading 030 to intercept, cleared ILS 06 right.
030 to intercept, 06 right, ILS, 66 Delta.
November 070 Sierra Bravo, Toronto. Descend 3,000, your discretion at Lobco. You're cleared the ILS, runway 06 right.
3,000 cleared for the ILS at Lobco, 06 right, November 0 Bravo.
American 66 Delta, you can contact Tower 128.8. Good night.
128.8, 66 Delta.
November 070 Sierra Bravo, going to be shutting down now. There is one other aircraft inbound for Toronto from the southeast. He's going to be turning final about the same time as you. So switch to Unicom 22.8 to coordinate.
22.8, thanks for the help, 0 Sierra Bravo.
And 070 Sierra Bravo. Once you're established on final, you can contact Tower on 128.8.
All right, we'll call Tower on 128.8. 0 Sierra Bravo, good night.
WestJet 2581, same for you. I'm closing down now, so you can switch to the Unicom. Call the departure controller 128.8 when you turn final. And there is one other aircraft, a King Air inbound from the west. I think if you keep it tight, you're going to beat him in. But you can coordinate that on Unicom and enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, so Unicom, then when turning a final, then approach controller. We have the traffic on our TCAS, so yeah, you have a good night.
Thanks. Have a good night. And if anybody else is on Toronto Center is now closed. All right. Wow, that was a long time. I was just online for a total of 3 hours, 56 minutes. Long enough. And way longer than I probably originally planned to be. And there goes my internet connection failing me again, which is just perfect. I think it just came back. Guys, have a good night. I'm getting very impatient with this internet, and I think I really have lost my ability to focus. So yeah, I'm glad I've disconnected, but have yourselves a great night, and we'll see you guys all in the next stream whenever I have a chance to do it. I don't know when it's going to be, but I don't want to make any promises. But have a good night. Have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll see you guys all out there on the VATSIM network. Take care.